Folks, welcome in Monday Night Football right here at sportsbookreview.com. And I got to say tonight, gentlemen, the panel might be better than the game itself. But it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals right here on our channel at sportsbookreview.com on YouTube. Our normal cast of characters, myself, Donnie Seymour, Flash Watson, and also Kyle Purviance carrying you through this entertaining game tonight. It's a holiday week, so at least if you don't get the good game, you can still get those good vibes flowing and getting those across. We'll have some good times tonight. Flash, I'm going to start with you first. Always nice to have you on here talking football with us. The game might not be entertaining, but I have to say, I see your prop bets there in the chat box. We might be able to pay for Christmas presents this week.
Yeah, it's blowout central for me. I mean, I've done this a couple of times last year with the Patriots when they were absolutely flying. It's a complete mismatch. I think we open up the playbook. We look at how they're going to be. Obviously, postseason. I love the Steelers to just really open up and put on a show. I see them scoring plenty. I'm not worried about the 14.5. I've even gone up a little bit higher than that. I just love the fact that there's some easy money to be earned, I believe, if it goes the way that it should.
I mean, it really should. We're taking a look at a 14-point line tonight, over-under hovering right around that 40 number here, Kyle. And the question tonight is not so much do we expect the Pittsburgh Steelers to win, but this was a team that we thought possibly could go 16-0 and walk into that top spot in the AFC and have that edge over Kansas City. Well, a couple weeks makes a big difference. They're now looking up. And, hey, next week they got the Indianapolis Colts coming to town as well. So there's no question that they need this game to try to hold their stock and sort of keep that MO going there for the playoffs. But it's a big number tonight. As we like to say between me and Kyle, we ain't just picking the game. We're picking the spread. This is going to be a big one tonight.
Exactly. And look, it all lines up for the Steelers to cover the spread. I mean, Ryan Finley is an absolute can at quarterback. I mean, he's dreadful. Go look at every game he's ever played in the NFL. He's god-awful. But then you look at the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And you're like, okay, they sort of had this scenario, 4 or 5 weeks ago against the Dallas Cowboys and Garrett Gilbert. What did they do? I mean, for all intents and purposes, they shit the bed, right? I mean, they barely won that game. It was 19-14. Pretty embarrassing performance. Then we see them against Baltimore, right? With RG3 and Trace McSorley and missing all their starters from COVID. They should easily win this football game. Again, they barely win that football game. Then we look last week against no offense and the Washington football team. Or 2 weeks ago, they go out and they lose the game. So Pittsburgh has a tendency to play down to their competition. The wide receivers on the outside certainly don't help. The most drops in the NFL by any wide receiver group. Deontay Johnson leads the NFL in drops. Yep. So they need to show that they are for real. No more. They can't keep doing this. Get the ball out of Ben's hand in 1 second and throw it 3 yards down the field and hope they catch it and break a tackle. They need to show something today, show the rest of the conference they're for real. I actually like Chase Claypool on the outside. There's beatable corners for the Bengals. They're not going to have James Conner, which I think we could all agree is an upgrade for their running game with Benny Snell. Pittsburgh needs to show up tonight. It's not going to shock me. Them playing like shit and putting up 18 points and winning this game like 18-12 on field goals won't surprise me because we've seen them do it this year. But I think just for their own morale, just for game's sake, they secure this division, show that you're for real in the AFC. They need a big performance tonight. So I'm with Flash. I'm going to lean on that, but I'm definitely nervous about it.
By the way, AP in the chat box says, where's the fourth guest? It's you guys in the chat box. That's
right.
The fourth guest out here. And you know what's not a surprise here? Hey, it would be a big surprise if the Cincinnati Bengals ended up pulling a victory. But you know what's not, Kyle and Flash? 77,100 people hitting that subscribe button each and every day. We are turning into more and more power. And that's thanks to you in the chat box coming in here and supporting the great content that we have. And by the way, Flash, Eric Chang in the chat box. Wow. Haven't seen Flash since the early days of KB. I mean, Flash is the guy. Where's he at? Like, what are you talking about?
I mean,
has this your first time on?
Eric, what's going on? I'm a bit gutted. I might not take it that personally that you don't watch the 17 shows a week, but I do. Cheers, Eric. Thanks for that. Have you had your television cut off or something? You're not paid your license fee? Listen, I'm here every single minute of the day, but this is my favorite time of the week when I get to sit back and spend 3 hours shouting at the telly and hexing some players and cheering on others.
No, we'll have some fun. Chamberlain says, this is my favorite part of Monday night. Fantastic stuff.
Go.
Emza's in here. Bobby's in here. Harry. Gordon Watson. I don't know who Gordon Watson is, but it seems like he's in the chat box as well, listing a ton of prop bets out here. Raekwon Smith, Dusan, welcome in. We'll have some fun going over some stuff. Let's start it around the horn here and look at some of the side action and the game action that we have. We'll review the prop bets again, but I'm going to start with you first here, Flash. I'm looking at this game, and again, just getting the updates and setting the table here at SBRodds.com. Take a look at the lines here. We had 13.5 and 12.5 for a large portion of this week, Flash. Then all of a sudden we hit that jump yesterday, 13s, 13.5, 14s, and now we're seeing 14.5 and 15s across the board. Over under staying about the same, 40s, 40.5, some 41s out here. What are we looking from you, Flash, from a side perspective or maybe a total perspective in this game between the Steelers and the Bengals?
Well, first of all, I'm going to be a bit contradictory of my own analysis because, first of all, 40 points, NFL, too low. Don't matter who it is, it's too low. We've got to go over. So we go over regardless who's playing. That's a simple. And then we say we never want to lay more than 2 scores against any NFL team. But I'm happy to go minus 18.5 at plus 137. I think they win by 3 touchdowns. I think that they maybe put up maybe 5 or 6 touchdowns. I've got it around the 38-10, 38-13. So I'm talking up my own book. I think it flies over 40. And every prop I've got is all Steelers heavy, and it's all Finlay crabbing.
Kyle, we take a look at this game because we talk a lot about it specifically on our Sunday show when you're trying to go over like who's ready to play, who's not going to be ready to play. When you take a look at this 14-point line, we know that 14-point line is not really about the first 3 quarters of this football game. It's about the fourth quarter, and is one team just trying to run the clock out, and the other team, if they can operate a 5-minute offense, get a backdoor touchdown to cover and break through if you're down, let's just say 20 or 21 points in this game. So as we take a look and we go back and forth, looking at maybe like a first half number, 7.5 in that range, we could say, you know what? The Steelers should be up double digits by the half, because the thought process being is if the Steelers aren't up a double-digit margin at the half, that means they're struggling in this football game. It might be in a dogfight in the second. So are you approaching it any different way, or just saying, you know what, I'll lay the 14, or is that too many points in division to lay that much? How are you approaching this game from both a side and a total perspective here?
I'm honestly approaching it from a live betting perspective. And what I really want to see happen is I want the Bengals to get the ball first. I want them to pull a Jets, go down there, kick a field goal, score a touchdown, drop that line way down, and then jump on it, because, the 14.5, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Now, on the opposite side of that, I don't think the Bengals do shit in this game. Ryan Finley, I'll just give you, he started 3 games last year, including against Pittsburgh. He completed 47% of his pass. Never threw for over 190 yards, fumbled the football 3 times, threw 2 interceptions. He actually fumbled 4 times, lost 3 of them. So, he's such a bad quarterback. But you look at the other side, the Steelers secondary is healthy, but Steven Nelson, he's beatable. Mike Hilton in the slot, he's beatable. Joe Hayden's back. He's their best corner, if you will. Minka Fitzpatrick, the best defensive back. Man, for me, the 14 is too rich. I'm going to live bet this and hope the Bengals drop the line a little bit. Or the Steelers go out and they jump this thing to 24.5 or 28.5, whatever, they get up 14-0. Maybe I'll jump on the Bengals side there to have some fun. But I'm approaching it from a live betting perspective. Now, if we go with what I said earlier in the game, if Pittsburgh really does go out there and put it on Cincinnati, they just throw the big plays, make some big plays to Claypool, who happens to be my captain on DraftKings for Adam Murray out there in the chat box. I love Chase Claypool tonight. Then you take over, because if you expect it to be 38 points, then you assume the Bengals put something on the board, especially the Steelers aren't necessarily going to shut you down completely with a couple weaknesses in the secondary, so you take the over there. But for me, I'm going live bet on this. Both those numbers make me a little nervous, because 30-10 makes a lot of sense too. Like, it could hit that 40 right on the nose.
Yeah, if we take a look at the Steelers here, obviously struggling their past 2 games. So let's take a look at maybe a 5-game perspective, as we say. Cincinnati Bengals, the last time they played the Pittsburgh Steelers, 36-10. Steelers then played Jacksonville the following week, 27-3. So the MO is there. Really bad defenses, they can run it up. Now you get on paper some defenses that can step it up and meet you and play just as physical. The Baltimore Ravens, they put up 19 points. The Washington football team, 17 points. The Buffalo Bills, 15 points. Now you're going up against the Cincinnati Bengals again. So my approach in this football game is we always, or at least I like to say, the truest half of football is the first half of football. Both teams will be trying to score. Nobody's running out the clock. If they have 3 timeouts left in the game, they're using them if they are trying to score or stop somebody from scoring and get the football back. The over in this game was hovering between 20 and 20 and a half all day today. I'm going over that number in the first half because if you're going to get a punch from the Bengals, let's just say the Bengals get shut out the half. They're not hitting their team total. They're not hitting a total in this game because that means they're not going to score because in the second half, they're probably getting busted up. They're not even kicking field goals. So how many actual touchdowns are the Bengals going to score? If the Bengals aren't being functioning offense in the first half, they're going to get wiped. I'm going to say that they have the ability to score 1 touchdown in the first half, and I know the Steelers can get 2 here. So I'm going over the 20 or 20 and a half, whatever you guys have out there in the first half. That's how I'm going to approach it. Let's start with some prop bets here, Flash. I know you flooded the chat box earlier. If the people didn't scroll up and see that, what are we looking at in the way of prop bets from you tonight?
Okay, well, I've got 2 for Finlay. I've gone under 187.5 yards total and under 34.5 yards longest completion. Claypool, I've gone over 39 yards total, over 3.5 receptions, and over 18.5 longest completion. Steelers to win every quarter at plus 550. Steelers to score in every quarter at plus 150. And Steelers to win each half by 8 at plus 300. Come on,
and by the way, Flash, I have the ability to go. I'm going to, as we get this game going, I'm going to write all of that down from the chat box and put that in the scroll. So, hey, what's Flash on? How many plays did he have? Yeah, he's got 8 plays.
Steelers to win both halves by 8. I mean, I really like the Steelers first half, and it goes in with what you've got at minus 7.5.
Yeah,
no, I see them being up minimum 10.
Absolutely, I agree with you there. As we take a look here at some prop bets here that we like to use, Eric Arroyo says 100 bums in the chat and only 16 thumbs. Flash, before I get to Kyle here, I mean, come on, 16 thumbs up here. It's Christmas week.
Yeah, I mean, it just shows a lack of appreciation, really. It's a bit of a lack of respect, especially at Christmas week. All you got to do is get your finger, press the thumb, turn it blue, and it really does help because what YouTube do is they say that your audience are interacting with you and they're showing their appreciations. So if you don't do it, then obviously we go in and we speak to the bosses, and the bosses are like, well, YouTube is saying that no one likes it. So we need you to play your part, you know?
Yeah,
absolutely. By the way, Kyle, I mean, look, we had a very first here on the entire network of Sportsbook Review, Flash. On the show yesterday, I didn't give this out. Kyle didn't give this out. The actual digital telecast gave out the Jets team total over 10.5 yesterday. So we got to get some respect and thumbs up just for the show. The brand actually gave that out. It was wonderful. What are you looking at tonight, Kyle? Prop bets here, and then I'll follow up with mine as well. Go ahead.
Well, and I just want to piggyback on, I love that first half call. I actually took 2 separate bets at plus 650 and plus 450. Steelers 4-7, 7-9, and 10-12. Because I think and I just did the 4-7 to sort of hedge off of the minus 7.5 in the first half. But I think they're up in the first half. I like Chase Claypool tonight. He's got a nice matchup. 42% of the time, he's going to be lined up over LaShawn Sims. LaShawn Sims, one of the worst perimeter corners in the league, opposite one of the better ones in William Jackson. So I went Chase Claypool as well, over 3.5 receptions, over 46.5 yards. I parlayed those together, if I could speak here, at plus 160. And another one I like, without James Conner playing, you're going to have Benny Snell doing the the bulk of the carries, but you're going to see Jalen Samuels, a sort of a receiving back for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I got him over 8.5 yards receiving, 1 screen pass out of the backfield. He's going to be the receiving back for Pittsburgh tonight, so I took him over 8.5 receiving yards as well. And I mean, since it's holiday season, I took one long shot, plus 5,500. Okay, small amount of money can turn into the thousands. Is it likely to happen? I think this is probably the most reasonable one I've seen all year at this price. Giovanni Bernard, if Zach Taylor doesn't decide to bench him for no apparent reason in the first half. 14 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown at plus 5,500 if you want to have a little fun. Again, there's some risk there, but scared money doesn't make money. We got to turn a crappy game into some fun. So that's the point of the show tonight. So that's what I went with.
Can I just add, please, Donnie? Tonight's also a bit double-edged, and I spoke to Kyle about this. My son's in a semi-final of like a fantasy league for the NFL. I know he won it a couple of years ago, and a Brit winning it, obviously on campus. And he's in the semi-final. He's 24 points up tonight. He's got no players left, and his opponent has got T. Higgins. So we are hexing T. Higgins tonight. It's $1,000 to get to go through to the final.
Hey, man, this is the best secondary pass rush and a trash quarterback. So if T. Higgins has a monster night, I mean, anybody has a monster night.
We don't want T. Higgins. We do. Remember, I loved T. Higgins last year all through the college system. Yeah. So, again, it's going to be crazy. But hopefully one of these old boys comes back and does him a favor.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of people out here in the chat box want some opinions on Carson Wentz. We have, look, trust me, we have an entire 4 hours tonight that we're going to be able to be like, is this even an actual football show? We hope it'll be a good game and entertaining to watch, and again, making some money. I have 2 prop bets I'm going with tonight. And I do, like, because somebody was saying in the chat box, do you like the Steelers in the first half? Absolutely. If they're motivated to come out after 2 really bad performances, you should see it in the first half. And again, if they are not up by a touchdown or more in the first half, something is seriously wrong with either A, their defense, B, Ben Roethlisberger, because everybody's best friend to get right is the Cincinnati Bengals defense, and that should happen tonight. So I'm going to go with Ben's longest pass over 35.5 yards tonight. As you see it a lot, you don't actually have to have that bomb down the field, and you don't really have extreme conditions tonight. It's, 40 degrees, winds maybe around 10 to 12 miles an hour, but it's one of those plays where you catch that 15-yard dig route, turn it upfield, and you can get that. And I think they will do that tonight. And also on the opposite side, taking a guy that used to be a really good wide receiver who is now an afterthought. But my opinion here is the Steelers should be up comfortably in the fourth quarter. They're going to be gunning for sacks, I understand. But somebody's got to catch the ball when you're playing backed off in coverage. I'm going to go A.J. Green, the lost man in the pile, 26.5 yards. I'm going to take the over on those receiving yards. If he's got 14 or 10 by the half, I think we'll be in good shape, because the fourth quarter, he should be able to get some reps and pick that up. Those are my 2 here, along with my side play on the first half over 20.5 or 20 points, whatever you guys got out here. So we're about, 15 minutes away from kickoff, 150 people watching in the chat box. We will be here all night long, Kyle.
All night long. The beer counter's on. Let's see. Can we go over, under, 6.5? What's the number for how many beers we're drinking?
Sure. How many times is Kyle going to say he loves and appreciates us with 3 minutes to go in this game?
That's correct. That's when it starts to happen, right there at the end. I'm not an angry drunk, you know what I mean? That's what it matters. It's fine.
Yeah, we'll get big man on. We'll clean up. We'll go over.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go.
Kevin Wynn says, is Pittsburgh first? Look, everybody's, I guess, on that same train here. And why not? Because, when we take a look at betting games, you try to find an edge. And I know everybody, or most people, not yesterday, just loading up and saying, hey, let's take those Rams minus 17. It's not going to matter. And they end up getting beat outright. But when you see the 14.5, don't you try to the look of it sends you off the game. Like, I don't want to take a side. So you start flipping around for what makes sense. And you really need some pain if you're going to take Cincinnati, like plus 7.5 in the first half, and you're like just holding on for dear life. Because if you saw the game last night, it went pretty much according to plan of what we were breaking the game down, Kyle, yesterday on our closing line show. Colt McCoy is horrendous. The Giants are an embarrassment on offense, and it played out yesterday. If you don't have a solid quarterback, everything breaks down, and you're not playing the Jacksonville Jaguars defense tonight, where you say, hey, let's run the ball, work on our run. You don't get that against the Steelers. You got to pick and choose your shots, and if your quarterback stinks, we'll get exposed quick here.
Yeah, and I actually expect the Steelers linebackers to be a little motivated tonight. We know that sort of a historic franchise. The pass rushing linebackers for the Steelers, it's pretty historic. You saw the passing of Kevin Green today. I actually think you see a pretty inspired effort by them there as well. I mean, Ryan Finley is going to be a sitting duck back there. It could look really ugly for that Bengals offense tonight. But on the other hand, if for some reason he's competent, there are weaknesses in that second. Steven Nelson and Mike Hilton are not all world type. I love some of the chat, some of the comments there in the chat.
There you go.
That's good stuff out there. Snake tongue down the bottle. Whatever it takes to get every last drop, my friend.
Yep.
I will get there. But
the other thing that we like to do when we have a matchup like this is start with, obviously, trash quarterback, but then you've got a really decent D for the Steelers. And this is what I was saying about the Patriots last season and seasons gone by. They put teams to the sword because they can't get the D off the field. And then when it's like free and outs, and it's just constant pounding. And honestly, that's the way I see it tonight. I see maybe mid-30s for this Steelers, and if it's not, then there's going to be a big question mark going into the playoffs.
Yeah. As you saw Fred Johnson out here, always leaving his mark on the show here with people leaving games in stretchers. I don't know if there's an actual prop bet on that you can give out, but I know he did hit one of those prop bets already here, Flash, this year.
Yeah, there's a few. I mean, there's a few that we've had. A couple of them have gone against us as well. But listen, it's one of those. Normally, it's the one that a few minutes ago in the fourth quarter, we need like 6 yards out of one to maybe be our fifth prop, and all of a sudden the groin goes, hamstring goes. And let me tell you this, and this is really, really weird. Do you remember last week when Lamar Jackson left? My quarterfinals of that fantasy competition with my son, and the lad he was playing had Lamar Jackson, and he only won the whole thing by 3 points. So he got an
extra drive in there. Flash would have been over.
Might be 2 or 3. Yep. You know what I mean? It was like he only needed another 10 yards, 12 yards of passing or rushing, and it would have been cooked. It's amazing how things go your way.
Oh, by the way, I actually think Fred Johnson actually called Joe Burrows. Or Joe
That's
Burrow.
What it was.
Yeah, so now he's calling for another Bengals guy to go down. But how about this? One of the better commentators, Steelers will lose. So if they lose tonight, they're in trouble.
Watch out. Hey, we saw the damn Jets. We saw that. I mean, if they lose, they lose, man.
Come on.
But, I mean, we did see the Jets. I know where's the loser game show sound for that?
Yeah.
But I mean, we saw the damn Jets beat the Rams yesterday. So I think every week from here till the end of time, I'm putting a little bit of money on the biggest underdog every week. Why the hell not?
I tell you another thing that's going to get, and this pains me to say this, but do we think that the Ravens could be really dangerous?
No.
Yes. By the way, Flash, I was doing numbers today because now we have I call it have and have not season. Somebody's playing for something, somebody's not. There is a legitimate shot. The Bengals win 11 games. The Ravens win 11 games and don't get in.
Is it Miami with the Bills?
Miami has the tiebreaker over the Baltimore Ravens. If they finish with the same record, the Dolphins go in. Now, look, I like what the Dolphins are doing. I honestly do. But if you're asking from a fan perspective and not just like watching, not like, hey, the Dolphins are my team, I want the Ravens in the playoffs because they can do some damage.
I don't want to near it.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to see them in over the Dolphins. Yeah.
Not when I'm sitting there with my Chiefs, and my Chiefs are like head and shoulders above anything in the AFC, apart from maybe the mad night that he comes up against Lamar Jackson. Because it could be a 45-17 game, but it could also be a 28-25 game. And it's like, you're out. I don't want the Ravens anywhere near the joint.
They're playing well, and also they have the added advantage that their whole team already had COVID. So heading into the playoffs, they ain't having any issues anymore. They are all cleared and ready to go here. And by the way, somebody in the chat box is saying the Ravens and the Browns are not making the playoffs. I'll bet you on that right now.
Well, they're going to make it. But I agree with I'm on the other side. I don't think the Ravens are that good. And I think if they get behind in the postseason, they're not coming back.
They're just dangerous, though, Carl, aren't they?
I guess they are. I mean, if you look, you're not afraid of the defense anymore. You're not afraid of their passing game at all whatsoever. You can move the ball on them. If you're a team like Tennessee, you'd love to play them again. If you're Kansas City, there's no way that offense can keep up with Kansas City's offense. I don't think you're worried about Baltimore at all. Wow. If you're Pittsburgh, you already know you can beat that team. You know how to defend Lamar Jackson, and he can't throw the football any better than Cam Newton can. So, I mean, I don't know if the defense is fully healthy and they look good against Jacksonville yesterday. I mean, Jacksonville right now has the number 1 pick in the draft. But I think that run defense looks vulnerable. If their corner Marcus Peters gives up big plays, I'm not all that sold on the Baltimore Ravens. I think they're pretty one-dimensional. I wouldn't mind playing them in the playoffs if I'm an AFC fan in the AFC.
I don't know. I always think that because I know they haven't had that great playoff run, even though they have those great regular seasons. But I think Flash is right. Like, I just see them as a dangerous team. And you're right. If you put a great defense out there with a good game plan around Lamar Jackson, he does struggle a bit. But let's also not forget, like, beating the Pittsburgh or going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers. They should have won that first game and ended up losing that one. But they did go on the road and beat the Colts. And there's some teams they struggle with. And if you look back and say, well, Kansas City does it to everybody. I don't think anybody's touching them. But just if you get them on the right time, because you never know. How about some really cold, windy conditions in Kansas City where the Ravens show up and get able to ground and pound? It still leaves it interesting. But as a fan myself, I like what the Dolphins are doing, but give me the Ravens in the playoffs, man. I would love that.
Sure. I guess I'm rooting for Tua in the playoffs. I've seen enough. I might be a little biased Ravens in the playoffs too, because they burned me last year against Tennessee. I had a nice bet on them. They're a front-running team. If they get out 14-0, sure, love Baltimore. They're down 10-3, not so much. I think they need to get off to a hot start in the playoffs because they just don't have any semblance of an air attack. It's all Lamar Jackson, all on the ground, or nothing for Baltimore. So that's
just give ourselves, the three of us, and obviously Teddy was involved as well. Did we not call Chase Young as Defensive Rookie of the Year before he was even drafted?
Yeah, I mean, that guy's good play.
I remember us liking the Rams a lot, so we looked smart there until yesterday. I mean, what?
I still like them.
Their defense is still good. It's just one of that was crazy yesterday.
Lazy. It was lazy in professional sport. They've turned up. The defense wasn't on its toes. It thought it could just turn up and win the game. And in professional sport, you can't turn it on and off like a tap. You can go fast and then go down. Very seldom can you start slow and accelerate into a game. Probably, again, the only team I ever see do that is the Chiefs. The Chiefs are slow starters, but then they come through. But not many teams can start slow and really accelerate into a game. And yesterday, the Rams, they were mediocre for the whole 4 quarters, and I watched it intently.
Go Pack Go right there. Combat Sports 6, Packers best team in the league. Y'all can't touch this great deep, Kyle.
Lord, they're so soft. The Green Bay Packers, every team in the NFC is like, I'm willing to go play the Packers. All I have to do is run the football and put any semblance of a pass rush on Aaron Rodgers. That team is so soft and poorly coached.
How about this week, though, Kyle? How about this week? You better be able to stop the run with the big boy coming to town this weekend. So,
Derrick Henry is going to chew that front seven apart this week. The problem is, Titans defense is embarrassing. They're an embarrassment of a defense. That defense is god awful. They are so bad. They get no pass rush. They need a Dory Jackson 100%. Like we need.
A couple of minutes, Donnie. I was going to get a drink, yeah?
Go ahead. Yep, you're good, brother.
I was going to ask Flash. He's talking, he sounded like a book of my love life, slow starter, quick finishes. There we go.
There it is. And he's out. And he'll see himself out right there.
I mean, come on. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, some good stuff here. People chime in the chat box, getting ready to go. We got about 3 minutes here to the opening kickoff. As you guys know, just getting some updated numbers. 14.5 still the prevailing line across the board. 40.5. Not really any weather concerns as you see out there. About 10. It looks like the wind actually picks up slightly as the game goes on. But again, it's December 21st in Cincinnati, and we got 42 degrees and 7-mile-an-hour winds. Exactly what you would want if you're looking to bet an over, which technically I do have sitting on the first half. James Stacy, excited here for the stream tonight. So are we. It's a holiday week, Kyle, right? And by the way, for all the hardcore SBR supporters out here, maybe you're going to your families, maybe you're quarantining for the holidays, but we will be on live for our big NFL show. You guessed it. Yes, you guessed it. Christmas Eve, same time, same place. So uncle's annoying you. Kids are annoying you. You want to be 6 feet apart. You want to be 60 feet apart from your family. Watch the show on Thursday. We'll be lock and load on NFL football for this week. So how about that?
Yeah. We'll have hats on and eggnog. I mean, it'll be all we'll be ready to rock and roll Christmas Eve. Ready to rock and roll. And I think Donnie's going to be live Christmas night with that football game right here on SBR.
Absolutely.
He's going to work the entire game. Yeah. What is that? Is it Vikings Saints? Is that the game?
It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad, though.
Yeah,
it's not bad. How about Drew Brees out in that game? I was looking at one of the stats at one point in that game, 7 for 26. And the best part about it is we got the exact circumstance that I wanted. Down 10 points, 4 minutes to go. You know damn well he's punching in that touchdown. He needs it, man. I
knew it 100% as soon. I was like, well, here comes the push because I took Chiefs minus 3. I'm just turning this off. The push is happening. Drew Brees will cut his head off to get this touchdown pass and get closer to Tom Brady. There's just no way that wasn't going to happen. But I actually think that was a good performance. He got warm, started out rusty. I think that's good for the Saints. He got through the entire game. He looked good. After, of course, that was an 0 for 7 start or 0 for 8. I mean, he looked awful at the beginning, but he sort of warmed up. I think that's big for the Saints. In my opinion, they're the team to beat in the NFC is the New Orleans.
Yeah, because when the Saints are healthy on defense, which we're presuming they will be for the playoffs, Drew Brees gets a couple starts in, because the one thing I do like is I still do think Drew Brees needs to be the starter if they're going to make a deep, playoff run. I don't think you could just say, hey, Taysom Hill, get out there, run around and make some plays. But the fact that Taysom Hill got a couple starts under his belt, now he's even more, electrified in the backfield, where it's hey, look, if you have a run pass option, what does he usually want to do? Run it. Now he's like, dude, I threw the ball 30 times in one game. I'm good out here. Now you'll be able to stretch the field. I think that plays really well as they get down to it. Kickoff right now coming up here between the Steelers and the Bengals. And who is actually kicking off here? Looks like Big Ben's getting ready on the side. Big Ben's got the helmet on. So if the Steelers are getting the ball and you bet the Steelers first half, that's exactly what you wanted here. So we are underway now, and we'll see how it plays out throughout the night. Let me bring up my live lines.
Oh, boy, I'm still finishing up the goddamn Cleveland game from last night. What the hell's going on?
Damn it. Still, how bad was that game, man?
Oh, Jesus, it was so bad.
They flexed that game into prime time. Good Lord.
Yeah, they got rid of 49ers Cowboys, right? Niners could have used a couple more hours, get ready for that game. Maybe
at least you had first downs. I mean, you knew coming. I think we called that game well. The Browns were going to win that game by a touchdown. And they won it obviously by more than that. But when you take a look overall, that's a couple straight weeks where Colt McCoy and or Daniel Jones, and props to Joe Judge, who I don't think cares anything about the season, where he's like, we're down 2 scores. We can't move the football, but God damn it, we're going to run this football, man. It's crazy.
It was, and so much Alfred Morris. What the hell is going on? I can't believe he's still in the league. Man. Why am I looking on the screen when I remember the first time I saw him this year? I'm like, wait, is that actually Alfred Morris, or is it just another Morris who's 41? Because it feels like Alfred Morris played 30 years ago, But it's pretty bizarre.
Chamberlain says, who's the worst team in the NFL? The ones who loose. I love loose tonight, man. Everybody in the chat box banging out the loose is pretty good. That's another one for Kyle. So to the Cowboys here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good at all. I want a better draft pick. Normally, I'd be like, yeah, it's fine. But losing to the Cowboys is something I just can't tolerate. I'm still relatively upset about that.
You told somebody, you made somebody happy, Kyle. You said, look, then if you like the Cowboys, go ahead and put your mortgage on it. That guy needs to be giving us thumbs up on the next
Yeah, that's
show.
right. Where is he? Where is that guy? Thank you. I just doubled my entire net worth. My life, you're welcome.
That dope Kyle.
Yeah, that dope. I'll tell you what, I felt dumb right away when I saw those first few throws from Nick Mullins. Oh, son of a bitch.
I don't know how you still bet him, man. In the favored role, too. It's just
I know.
It was too much pain for me, but it's fun, man. You get the scars and you live and you learn. 3rd down and 8 here from the Pittsburgh Steelers right here.
The Jets hitting the total early. That made up for it, man. I mean, come on. The Jets
stinks. This team stinks. Already.
That's the problem. That's what I mean. I don't know how you take them as 2 touchdown favorites, because they don't seem to beat anybody convincingly. It's bizarre. They're just
damn.
It's horrible.
But if you do have the over, that's what you like though. A 3 and out within 49 seconds. So that's how you do it.
That's it. Because you're going to see a 3 and out coming back the other way, most likely too.
But you're supposed to do whatever you want to this defense. Now, I always like to say too is when you run the football. When the Steelers run the football, that's a win for the other team. As soon as they hand the football off, it's an automatic win for the opposite team.
Exactly. Hey, guys, I'm going to step away from a second. Go give I have a family visitor staying. I'm going to go give him a hug, say hi. I'll be right back. 5 minutes.
Oh.
Sound good?
Family. See ya.
Get the stretcher.
Let's see if I can stretch this out here and get this banner working today.
By the way, how well did Jalen Hurts respond?
He was great. He was great, man. Jalen Hurts was great yesterday. I was really impressed. Yeah. It looks like we might have a nice long delay out here. Is that the Cincinnati Bengals side down? Or is the Steelers
no, it's the Steelers.
Yeah. So we might have a little bit of a delay. So that gives me time here, Flash, where I can go to the banners, edit them, and put our massive plays in here. So let's go. All right. Props for the night.
Tick them off. Although after that first 3 and out.
Here I got Ben, longest pass.
What's the weather like anyway? Is it just decent?
Oh, in Cincinnati, not bad. 40, 42, 43 degrees. Good for that time of the year. We'll go flash props here. Let's go. Let's do it. Yeah, see, Fred Johnson was out here. He did. He called a guy on the stretcher, and it looks like he's going to get one out here, Flash. So
First D, bang. I thought it was going to be the punt return man who was going to get it. His own man comes flying in helmet to helmet.
So we got Finley under 187. Finley under 34.
34.5, that is, yeah.
34.5 long completion. Actually, 180. There we go. 34.5. Got here. Claypool over 39.
Total, that is.
Fill these in here in this chat box. Slow it down. Looks like guys getting helped off. It was Derek Watt. It was one of the Watt brothers getting helped off the field. So that's their fullback. So he's probably going to be done for the night.
Helmet on knee.
Yeah, I'll knock you out quick.
Yeah.
Over 3.5 catches.
And over 18 and a half longest completion. Oh, yeah, he's in a right old tangle, the lad. You won't be seeing him again.
Nope, he's out. Let's scroll this down. What else we got here? Steelers. All right, so Big Ben coming back, or excuse me, the Bengals coming out on the field. First and 10, 14 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Steelers still favored minus 13.5, over under sitting at 40.5, and the money line at 850 here.
Yeah, as you say, it's only been like 50 seconds or a minute being taken off. Nothing really.
That's what you want. Yep, that's not even like a possession even happened, which is good.
It's going to be a run play. Got to be.
We'll put that in there. All right, now we got some props at the bottom. All right, right. Is that Giovanni? Yes, so that's good for Kyle's prop bet on that. So let me slide back into the chat box now that I have that going up here. Yeah, he's gone. He's out the game. Derek Watt. Yeah, by the way, people are losing their mind. They think it's TJ Watt too. So Timothy Art says, fact, Steelers are the only team to hold opposition to under 30 points per game, most 29 number 4. Yeah, that's what they've got a good defense, man. They certainly do. Good D. All right, let's bring it to Brand.
Giovanni Bernard taking me to that prop bet, right?
Gio, 8 yards already on the first carry. Gio
loses yards. What came off as if he'd been like just hit by Tyson in the first round. He didn't have a clue where he was.
All right, so not really much changes here. Over under though, dropping to 39.5. Third down here for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, how about Ty Conklin yesterday? Ty Conklin.
I had that as soon as he scored. I was like, wow, boy. Man, we really did it.
He was under 0.5% owned too. That's the beautiful part.
0.34.
Yeah, 0.34, 13.4 points at 2,500. That is a millionaire maker play right there.
Yep.
Well, that's not that's the difference. I'm going to say the other Walt's just come in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, TJ's the good one. So you say like Watt went down, people lose their mind. Like, no.
Exactly. He flew across that line as well. And he was
playoff content. Yeah, we'll be DFSing it up, Chamberlain. Absolutely.
Yep. That never ends. NBA DFS starts
that
tomorrow.
tells you a lot about the coach's playbook. 3 plays, 3 runs.
3 plays, 3 runs. Yeah. Yep.
That tells you everything you need to know.
We need Gio Bernard going the other way. That's the thing. We need
not until then. Remember, I've got the plus 550 of the Steelers to win every quarter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we need to get them.
So we got to get Big Ben rolling here now.
Needs to hit a deep ball to chase Claypool on the next play.
Yeah, or if they struggle, Jose's retiring and feel bad.
7-3.
It's just
7-3.
It gets old watching this nonsense they're doing where they're just throwing these little screen passes to the receivers and they drop them. That's the thing. Yeah. It's like it's a 5-yard pass and they can't catch it. Like, throw the ball downfield, knock it off. I'm getting sick of watching it.
Saying if the Steelers don't blow out the Bengals, this will prove how overrated the Steelers really are. I'm not that high on the Steelers, man. I'm really not. I wanted to see the run game. Like I need to see like a semblance of it's cold weather football. We can't lean on this big building we have that's a quarterback. And can we get 3 yards when we hand it off when we need it? No, you can't. You absolutely
can't. Not being mobile neither. I mean, if you don't hand it off and he's not going to stand there like it would be maybe one of the best. But I mean, I think the Bills would smash him all over. So, I mean, listen, you need to be able to hand it off.
The Bills are a team that can keep up with the Chiefs. They've got sort of the offensive mentality that when you look, I mean, really, it feels like there's only one or two like really good teams where you can trust them everywhere. It's almost the Chiefs, and they're not even – it feels like there's less great teams this year, right? Like I'm not sitting there going like, man, besides Kansas City, which you expect to beat everyone, they still have a bad defense. But you're like, okay, they can outscore anybody, but everyone else, there's just so many weaknesses. It's kind of a weird, it's a weird year. You know, you can see teams usually coming like, okay, this team's red hot. They're probably going to roll through. They should get there. Like it wasn't any surprise that the 49ers and the Chiefs made the Super Bowl last year. You could see the writing on the wall. It feels like we don't have that this year. You know,
we've definitely done it in the NFC. Definitely do not have it in the NFC. Anyone could beat anyone on any given day.
Actually, I don't ever root for injuries, and it's not what we do. But I would, if something were to happen like career threatening injury to Mahomes, I would really enjoy the AFC playoffs a lot more because it just feels like you can't really catch Kansas City all that much because you watch the game and it's just like the stuff Mahomes and that offense does. It's like you're worried about the other games. And it's the Chiefs game, I won't bet that game. Or you just keep pushing it down the line because they're so destructive on offense. Nothing matters on defense. Like you could bring the best defense. If a fully healthy Steelers defense plays Kansas City, you're like, so what? So what? It doesn't matter.
Yep, exactly. No, I completely agree. I am absolutely completely agree. And I was shocked that Akers had a bad game against the Jets yesterday. The whole Rams team did. It was embarrassing. They let Quinnen Williams he dominated that game. Quinnen Williams, think about that, dominated the game. Just dominated. You're like, wait, what the hell?
That's what always my issue is, Kyle, with the Rams. If you would give them, like, I don't want to say a comp because he could be a competent quarterback, but when you're asking him to win the game, I really struggle with the Rams. I do. And they shouldn't. They have so many weapons, a great coach, offensive line, wide receivers, running backs, that if you threw like what's it like a comparable quarterback that you could give them? Like take away Jared Goff and I don't know, like if you put Phillip Rivers on that team, you're like, dude, they are headed to the Super Bowl.
What if you put Carson Wentz on that team? Honestly,
last year.
Yeah, well, I think the ball would go down the field more. You'd see, like sometimes Jared Goff seems checked out. Carson Wentz he might make a bunch of mistakes, but he's never checked out of the game. Jared Goff looks checked out on a lot of when things aren't going well. He pouts. He starts to pout a little bit. And they've sort of made it pretty – you can see how little Sean McVay trusts him. It's the same formations, bootleg out, throw the little crossing route either to Woods or Cooper Kupp. There's not a lot of creativity. And how often do they actually throw the ball down the field? When does the ball go over 15 yards? You just don't see it. I honestly think I think Carson Wentz is better than Jared Goff. I really do. I know that's sort of pushing. What if they had a guy like, Garoppolo, or even like, what if you put Teddy Bridgewater with the Rams? I think they'd be exponentially better if they had Teddy Bridgewater. I think that's a great comparison.
The Steelers are an odd football team, man. They really are.
That's what I was worried about.
We wanted them to come out hot tonight, but again, they 3 and out in like 30 seconds. So that's good if you want to keep it going here.
This is what they do. They play down to the competition, and they're frustrating.
Yeah, there's no urgency there at the moment. 1 from 5 for 4 yards.
No punting away on that one here. Carson Wentz is going to San Francisco. Well, I mean, he's very expensive. Somebody's going to have to pay it down on that end of it. But the simple fact is, Hurts is playing well. But I've seen Bobby Hoying play extremely well for a couple games for the Eagles, and we were all buying jerseys here. So
you don't want Ty Detmer, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Like we've been through the gamut on that.
So do the Jags try and take Lawrence?
Of course,
absolutely. And I got I'm glad you brought that up because I don't want to rehash this or forget about it. The simple fact, like I had this feeling in 2017 as an Eagles fan. We're headed to the Super Bowl. We have the best player in football, who was Carson Wentz in 2017. He blows his knee out against the Rams. It was the worst Christmas flash I ever had. And even dating back to 2004, the same week, Terrell Owens got his leg snapped in half from Roy Williams pulling down a horse collar. They were the worst. I couldn't even enjoy Christmas because the Eagles were always such a big part of my life. If you are a Jets fan, you suck every single year. Your one salvation is coming. A once in a 25-year NFL player is going to be yours and save your franchise. And they're out there winning football games. Like, I don't know Jets fans personally, but I have a feeling like this is the worst thing that you could have ever done to them, ever.
Oh, it's the dumbest win you could. It just, and so you try to think devil's advocate, right? Okay,
yeah.
You don't want to be associated with 0-16, but I mean, is 1-15 that much better?
Especially when you see the way that they've thrown away so many winnable opportunities throughout the season.
You just
the Raiders a few weeks ago. And then when they all pushed up to the line and just left the backfield,
the zero blitz, and then they fired Greg Williams for it. Said, "Oh, we're like It's like they actively want to make things more difficult for the Jets." I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean, unless they get the shout that there's no way that Lawrence was going to go there.
Yeah,
because remember, he can always reject them.
And if you're a Trevor Lawrence, you're like, hell, I'll go to Jacksonville. Less pressure, right? You're not dealing with a ton of pressure.
See, I don't agree with that because if you go to New York, you make probably double what you can make in Jacksonville off the field. I never agreed. Like, he'll like to go to Jacksonville. No, you want to go to backwater. Have you ever been? I've been to Jacksonville. I actually went to an ACC championship game there. Yeah. There's nothing there. There's like one building in the middle and like swamp all around it.
Yeah, but you're what, like 2 hours
in New York City?
2 hours from Miami, no pressure, warm weather. The Jets are a terrible franchise.
Not making money. Not making money though.
Well, couldn't Wentz go to the Jets?
What's that?
Couldn't Carson Wentz go to the Jets?
A lot of people could go to the Jets, but I mean, it's like it's like getting Michael Jordan. Like they're like Michael Jordan is in the draft this year, and you're out here winning football games. Like that's the equivalent of what he could do to your franchise.
Yeah, now they're going to get Sam Bowie, right? Who actually went ahead of him.
Exactly. That's what they're going to like Sam Darnold. He's got to be flying back on the plane laughing like, dude, I'm going to be the quarterback here next year. I got to win one football game. Just got it done. So he's going back. His Christmas, popping bottles of champagne. Like, I don't got to move. I'll be your quarterback next year, all because he won that football game. I would actually bench Sam Darnold because he has more to do with that because he has a vested interest when nobody else on the football team does but him, right? I'm going to lose my – if I don't win, I lose my job. I won. Great. Still got a job.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just telling you, you look at Jacksonville, right? They got some young receivers. I like the receiving talent. They found a gem in James Robinson. Who's the gem? Who's like hey, the Jets, we've got this going for us. They have nothing. At least Jacksonville.
Well, they got a ton of draft picks and cap space, though. Like, they can load up, and you'll get a top wide receiver to go with him.
The Carson Wentz thing is interesting, too, because remember, everyone's like, oh, no, you got to pay him $59 million, this, that, and the third. It's really only guaranteed after next year. You only take like I think a $10 million cap hit if you release him after next season. So you could trade for it. Is a tradable contract when you dig deeper into his contract. You're not locked into
tradable for the other team, but the Eagles have a cap like $80 million. They got to spread out. So
that's the problem. But do you really want to keep him on? I mean, he's done right as the starter. Jalen Hurts is the guy now. It's done. It's over. Barring a catastrophic injury.
But I actually would like if they both came back next year and pushed each other in camp and actually had a real offensive line so they both could compete because there's a lot of people that would say, oh, Wentz is done in the NFL. Wentz was the best player in the NFL in 2017. Gets injured in 18 and was amazing last year in 2019 with this same injured ass team. Carried them into the playoffs, and as long as you keep going down and getting damaged, you're going to run into bad habits. Like I just don't believe he's done. And if he ends up with Frank Reich in Indianapolis next year, Colts are going to be a serious contender to win the Super Bowl. So
I think that, Donnie, when you look at this, and obviously coming from professional sport, it's going on too much. These injuries that the boys are picking up. Now, is there a soft underbelly, or is there a real default in their training technique?
It's a good point because with COVID, maybe they didn't have that off season, but the Eagles are injured every year. Every year, the Eagles have moved their entire football team. And they changed up their entire medical staff this off season, and it didn't make any difference. They're all injured. Every single game is matched.
Strength and conditioning. I mean, is it one of those that again it comes down to recruitment that they've not recruited the right athletes?
It might be systemic just with like your sports medicine and your sports training all the way through. Like who are you hiring for your trainers, your strength coach? Who's your doctors? Are they giving you bad advice? Like, hey, that's not a bad ankle injury when it's a high ankle sprain and they send you back out there, Could be all that.
There's a lot. And just when you go through weekly injury reports, it's more often than not, most teams have a ton of injuries. These players are getting bigger, stronger, faster, less tackling in practice. I mean, that's just what's happening. Like, it's a car crash every time someone hits each other, and
real quick here, Kyle. The Bengals are celebrating because they recovered a turnover from the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is good for my total for the first half because maybe the Steelers will wake up here.
There we go.
What is going on here? Let's have a look.
I don't know. Big Ben's arguing with the ref right now, so.
I love that outfit of Santa out in the stands they just showed, probably for you guys 10 minutes ago. But
someone's got involved. Number 66 has just passed it.
So Ben just didn't even get the snap. He just don't even care. And then the looks like the Castro just punted the football himself.
Oh, I finally get to see the turnover. There we go.
There you go. Now you call it up.
Yeah, I feel good.
I've seen it twice.
Yeah, Timothy Art says, would Andrew Luck consider a comeback with the Patriots? The Colts look like they're saying the book is closed on Andrew Luck. Like he has no care in the world about coming back to football.
I think Carson Wentz to the Patriots is interesting. I think that's something you can. The Patriots have a ton of cap space next year. I think the most in the league or second most in the league.
I can tell you, as I told you last year, that the Patriots were actually talking to Lawrence. And I know that for a fact. They were.
They'll never be able to get.
How can they trade up?
You could trade up, but you would need like 10 first rounders and like 16 players to get that guy.
Yeah, no team in every team in the NFL is sick to like. Yeah. I think they were celebrating across the league. Finally, this damn franchise isn't going to be cheating everybody in the playoffs. With all their spying nonsense. I say that just for flash. But no, I don't think any team in the AFC, especially if somehow the Jets get the number 1 pick now, there's zero chance that they let the Patriots get the number 1 overall pick.
They won't do that. And also, like, you're taking a look at a win for the AFC East. You don't think watching that game yesterday, they'll say they don't care, but like the Buffalo Bills organization, or let's just say the Patriots organization, obviously the Jets they're not happy with the Dolphins. They won't have Trevor Lawrence in their division for the next 15 years. Oh my God, they love that win yesterday.
Oh, it's just, I can't believe the Jets did. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I really what in God's green earth were you thinking winning that football game? You should have literally just been chucking the ball out of the back of your own end zone to make sure you lose that game yesterday. That should have been the call. Yeah.
The 4th and goal play where they ran the ball, they should have kicked the field goal there. You know what I mean?
You're all over Bernard here, aren't you?
Yeah, I need Bernard 14 carries. If Bernard gets 14 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown, I turn $20 into 1,020. Yeah, plus 5,500.
T. Higgins got his first reception for 9 yards. We want less of that behavior, that is for sure.
And they're going backwards.
Just get in. If Bernard gets the touchdown, I got a legit shot. He just needs to run a touchdown or catch a touchdown. Doesn't matter. Just get a touchdown.
Do you need the 60 yards?
Yeah, 14 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown. It's a like a prop builder plus 50.
No, I know that. I'm just getting the numbers right. 14, 61.
And a touchdown. Yeah, that's it. Come on, baby.
Tibron says thumbs up. He's right. Look at that. He's right.
Yeah, let's go. Flash is going to yell at you guys.
Don't get yelled at by Flash here.
Don't do it. Do not do it. And T. Higgins isn't doing shit either, so this is good, right?
He's just had a reception for 9 yards.
Oh, that
could make it out of
so do you know, is it a full point per reception in your son's league or half a point?
1 point reception,
yeah, most
1 point for 10.
Okay.
Yards.
So he would need to get 24 what?
No, he'd need like 7 receptions, 60 yards, and a touchdown.
That'd only be 19.
Oh, okay. But he needs 24 and a half.
Yeah, so that just shows you how good of a game he actually needs. That's not going to happen.
Yeah,
he's not getting
8 receptions. 8 receptions, 100 yards.
Your son's got it. He's got it. He's got it.
Now, Bengals are going to have a 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line here. If I'm the Cincinnati Bengals and I'm serious about winning this football game, it's 2-down territory.
Yeah, you give the ball to Giovanni Bernard twice, right? No, I'm kidding.
That looks like
that's my own bias.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I mean, I want them to win it I think I want field goal here because I've got the Steelers to score in every quarter and I've got the Steelers to win every quarter.
Oh, yeah.
So I want a 7-3 first quarter.
It's crazy how many plays have already happened, and there's still 7 minutes in the quarter. Oh, the 3 now.
Let's go. Get a touchdown here. Come on.
What the hell is going on here?
3rd and goal here from the 5 shotgun.
Say that then. You would have thought they'd just do a quick handoff, wouldn't you?
That's the problem here with the Bengals. Like where you're worried about like their team total and what they can do. Like they need some real they got a break getting the fumble recovery.
Exactly. You're 5 yards out. You're 3rd and goal. The reason you've got that far down a bit is because of the run.
No, by the way, Flash, they just showed like what you're not supposed to do as a quarterback. What you're the outside pass for collapse the pocket. You're supposed to step up and deliver, which the pocket was perfect to do that, and he does the back spin out, gets sacked for a 15-yard loss.
I mean, it's Ryan Finley. He shouldn't even be I don't even know if he would play in the XFL. Like, what the hell is he doing on an NFL roster? I don't understand.
Steelers down 3-0. Big Ben's angry. Come on, Big Ben, show yourself.
Let's see, because at the moment he was sleepwalking for his first 5 attempts. 1 from 5 for 4 yards.
Yeah, hey, but throw it all over tonight too.
Passer rate 9.6. Come on, man. Let me drop back in the pocket for our view.
Now let's get in this. It still only dropped to 10.5. I want it to get a little lower. I wanted a touchdown there.
Yeah, but honestly, like I'm looking at that 10.5. I want to go over in the first half to catch my bet, but I'm telling you, if that line gets below 10, you just saw the offense on 2 drives for the Bengals. It's going to be really ugly out there tonight, like really ugly, like the same feeling that you get watching last night with the New York Giants who got that break early in the game. Yeah. And you're like, oh, maybe they can. And then you say, whoa, this offense is just not built for even getting positive yardage. I don't know now watching the Bengals against that front pass rush. I don't know if they're built for this game. I don't. So now I'm looking towards the Steelers. If I can get under double digits, there's no reason to believe the Steelers aren't winning this game by 10.
Eric Arroyo bet the first half -4.5. There you go. That's a good live line. Now all they got to be up is a touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I love live betting, waiting for the dog to score first.
Live betting, great.
Yeah. Live betting, especially when the dog scores first, is absolute money.
Big bum. He's right. NC says big bum out there, not Big Ben. Come on now.
Big bum. Oh. Flash leaving in a stretcher. We need that lucky banana out, get a Chase Claypool touchdown.
Yeah, I'm out of bananas, to be honest.
Oh boy, geez.
I think I got a couple older ones. They're a little bruised, but I'll go grab a banana for the show if I need to do so. I'm a team player here.
No, it's not nice. We can just look at the screen and know it's cold out in Oregon. I can just look right at the screen right now. I could tell.
It's cold. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's orange. See how I turned orange? All the rules go out the window once we get in and the powers that be go to bed.
Have you got chances of having snow for Christmas?
It might snow.
I don't think we have. We might have some flurries up here, but we had a decent snowstorm last week. So that's usually about it for us for the winter. We'll see.
It's been actually unusually warm, like in the low 40s, which is pretty warm for this time of the year here. But we haven't had snow in about a week and a half now. But since weekend before last, so a little over a week. But we'll probably have some. We'll probably get some snow out here.
And by the way, look, Houston Church this year took the Rams -8.5 after the Jets scored. Obviously, that didn't work out.
Yeah,
but the Jets actually looked good on their first drive, though. Like
they always do. We gave that bet out. We talked about it. They scored on their first drive, 6 straight.
It was like a 20-minute drive too, man.
Yeah.
They went right down and scored.
Yeah, it was like the for some reason the Jets always score on their first drive. It's bizarre, but the gardener's not out there making noise. Well, I might have the gardener might not be functioning anymore. There's gravel pits around out here, and he sort of pissed me off that day. So I can't confirm or deny, but there may need no more gardener.
You need a metal detector to find him?
Hopefully not. A
couple of coyotes.
Yeah, they're gonna have to be really good dogs. Those dogs are gonna have to be highly trained to find that body.
Yeah, Kyle. You sure that's not a tanning bed, Kyle, that you just have opened and it's on your
need
face?
One. I need one. That's what I try to do. I try to always make myself look a little more tan, a little younger. You know, we saw on Twitter this week, we're old enough to be Kelsey's dad. That
We are
hurt.
dads.
Oh,
Two dads.
yeah, you too.
That hurt deep on the inside.
I like the way that you quickly switched plays though for the grandma.
Yeah, well, I mean, I I don't have time to mess around. Life is short. You know what I mean?
True. You gotta take the fish that are biting out
Yeah,
there.
that's it. That's it. You don't just throw it back because it's it's real. You take that. It's dinner time.
Yeah.
Go to eat.
Grandma's been watching the show too, talking about hair, so she was picking up on it. Good for Grandma.
Yeah. I like that. The whole family, they're very supportive. They're very supportive. It's cool.
All right, what's Big Ben got? 2nd and 12 now. I don't know what this is.
Thinking and dunking though. That's the bit I can't.
I'm sick of watching it.
Don't get me started on rushing on 2nd and 12.
Oh God. How dare you, NC? How can dare you? Although it's a great name. Colt is a great name. Fantastic name.
Really? I don't see any. I don't see that.
Wait, no.
Colt looking like you. Do you?
Yeah, I don't see that.
Colt boy?
I'm definitely more handsome.
But that's why he's got the helmet on.
Oh God. Helmet on. Colt McCoy, huh? I'm gonna have to check that out when I rewatch that game. I'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
Probably have to rewatch it twice now because I won't be paying attention the first time. I'm gonna be offended. Damn it.
Steelers out here shook, taking time outs. Bengals got them flustered. There's like 100 fans in the stands. Come on, Ben.
It's pathetic. This is pathetic.
This is what we expected, Flash, out of the game tonight, though, between these two.
No, the opposite. I thought he'd come out, he would connect.
There we go. By the way, Steelers are 9.5 right now. I'm in.
There you go. And by the way, I hate to say this, but someone did warn about Pittsburgh pulling this shit, didn't they?
They did. There's a few now.
This is what they do. I don't understand it. I just don't get it out of Pittsburgh. And I've been on Pittsburgh all year. Even before the year, I was, I made a bet with our college football guys who had a great season, by the way. What a tough year to navigate through college football, right? Chris and Gary did a great job. And I told Chris Pittsburgh was going to win the division. They were the best value to start the year. And now, I mean, I won the bet, but they don't look like – are you afraid to play Pittsburgh? I don't think so.
Not right now, you're not. Certainly not, man. 3rd and 7 here for the Steelers on their own 28.
Yeah. Chat box says the Stellars are losing.
He can't. Ben's struggling to throw it. Is he throwing into a headwind or something?
There's
no wind either.
Yeah,
there's no wind.
Look at the way he's throwing this ball.
It's just.
They didn't have any separation anyway out here. Like there was no separation at all. You got to come back to the football, son. Come on, Deontay. He's a maddening wide receiver, by the way.
Yeah, but look at him. He's sleeping. Look, he's ball watching. We call this ball watching. Look. So look, he could have still. If that was Edelman, he'd have jumped all over that ball, and it would have been a completion.
Yep.
Man, he almost had that crazy interception too.
That's what I mean. Boy. He's not throwing it right. Oh, why are you chasing back, boy?
O Plus in the chat room is absolutely right as well. Playing down to competition, the entire AFC North. So you look at the Ravens, you look at the Browns, and you look at the Steelers. They had 3 of the 5 easiest schedules in the NFL this year. The AFC North, every team in the division had an easy schedule this year, and they traveled the fewest miles of any team in the league as well. So everything was set up for these teams in the AFC North this year. That's why it's so, Baltimore, you guys say Baltimore's dangerous, and I get it. I mean, they have talent. But, I mean, Baltimore literally had the easiest schedule and literally the fewest miles traveled. They have not left the Eastern time zone since week 2, and they're still struggling like this.
We need a strip sack fumble on the 20-yard line. It's the only way that Ben's going to
probably coming. It's coming. Some fantasy news this weekend and injury news here. The Rams' Cam Akers is out versus the Seattle Seahawks this week with an ankle injury.
Big loss. It's a big loss for them.
That's a big throw. Was that
AJ Green again? AJ Green.
There we go.
How many yards, baby?
What'd you call him at?
26.5. Just not reception, total receiving yards.
26.
Oh, AJ Green, brilliant. I didn't want it to be T. Higgins.
No, T. Higgins. T. Higgins is fine.
That was 30, that. I've got his longest completion under 34.5.
There you go, Flash.
They're sleeping these Steelers all over the field.
Yes.
They're like the Rams yesterday.
Love it. Love it. Thank you, AJ.
Boom.
In the books, man. I expected that to get hit in the fourth quarter, too. There you go. Take some shots.
Ryan Finley, feeling brave. Well, that is a weakness over there. Steven Nelson's a bad corner. So anytime you see someone over there on the left side of the offense, they're going to have a great matchup.
Uh-oh. That's a head injury. Yep.
Who is it?
That's Boyd, their best player, too. Ooh, can't say I don't mind that. Get better, son.
Get better.
Oh, it's just the way he's come down, I think.
Yeah, look, I think he's like
neck right back.
Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a brain rattler.
That's
7.5 is live right now. You can get. I like it. I think they win by double digits though, because I don't think the long game here for the Bengals is to put up a fight. And if there's a odds bet right now that you can have a defensive touchdown for the Steelers, I probably would get in on that as well.
See, if I'm looking at that, I'm like, okay, Bengals are in Steelers territory, so maybe they can get a field goal as well, and just change that line, get that under a touchdown. Then I feel really good about it, right? They score a touchdown on this drive for some reason. It's 10-0.
That would be
that
very
would drop. You drop that,
which
line
would be great
what?
for my first day of 20. I would tell me
exactly.
I'll sacrifice one win for a chance at another. So sure.
Bobby Hooper saying, Flash, what the hell's going on? Relax, man, relax. We've got -7.5 first half. This could easily be 13-6, 13-3, 14-6. Sorry, no problem at all.
Yeah.
That was a nasty fall, that neck snapping back like that.
So what's the first half? That's the line. What's the first half now?
I don't know.
Is it 3.5, 4?
It's a good question. It's probably less than that. It might even be around 2.5, 3.5.
Let me have a look.
AJ Green about to have a night now if Boyd goes down for the night, huh?
Yeah. And watch out for Alec Erickson. If you're playing those second half DraftKings flashes, there you go. Alex Erickson becomes in play. Interesting stuff there. Cincy. That's what I mean. You may as well. It all depends on your bankroll and how much you're willing to play. But from now on, the biggest underdog every week, I'm throwing a few bucks on just for the hell of it. Because if it happens, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Right? when you're rich like us,
we got some out here. We got 3.5. We got some 3.5s and 1.5s out here.
I'm just taking 1.5 there at minus.
There you go. There you go.
Just taking it for 2 units.
Right.
Yeah, I got it.
I think
minus 1.5 in the first half.
I think that's great. What's the likelihood of Juju and Ebron? Well, I mean, it's under 50%, but
so that would see if the Steelers are up, Donnie, that will pay for to 3 of my props. If they're up -1.5.
Oh, damn. I couldn't get to it fast.
He's going back to the locker room. That's bad news because usually when you get the head injury on the field, if it's one that you think you're okay and you're headed back in, you go into the blue tent. When they don't think you're okay, you walk off the field. So that'll be interesting if he goes back.
Yeah, they're taking no risks, so they.
And it's that time of the year, right? There's nothing to play for, right? So why you won't risk your young talent,
Nope. Finlay, 2 for 4, 39 yards here.
He's outside of it as well.
Leo likes it. Look, everybody likes it. Look, nice knowing you, Kylie.
Hold it, come off the edge.
Boy, I'm going to be dearly missed. Dearly missed around here.
Good boys.
Steelers.
Will they go for a 54-yarder?
No, absolutely not.
Zach Taylor. I remember Chris and Gary telling me that Zach Taylor coming to the NFL, he's going to be a terrible coach. They told me he's brain dead as a coach. Like, I don't know. I wanted to make my own judgment, but yeah, probably right.
I would love if they tried a field goal, but I don't think that's possible here.
No, they don't want to be giving Big Ben field position today on the halfway line.
Which was a great one yesterday. I had the team total.
They are. They're going for it.
Awesome. That's fantastic. That's good.
That's no good. That is no good. Come on, then, first half. 1 minute 40. Yeah, touchdown, Big Ben.
Steelers get the ball in midfield now. Woo!
Oh, so we got a missed kick, huh?
Yeah.
Donnie, my -1.5. My minus 1.5 is now minus 4.5.
Yep.
First half.
Dang.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
See, so
Come
you
on,
jumped
man.
on that 1.5 at the right time.
They go right. The Steelers go right back to 9.5.
VBAC, minus 1.5 live. Good boy, VBAC. We
No.
jumped on that one. Yeah, and that was all because they thought that it was going to be maybe a 7-6.
Exactly. It's a great time to jump on it.
Yeah, well,
All
let's
right,
hope
Ben,
the
what do you
big
got now? Let's go, man.
bet- Yeah. Come on, baby.
Come on, big bum.
Yeah, we don't want to be seeing no dodgy
They have a
runs.
first down, do they? Jesus, no, they don't.
He's throwing. Is he winding me up or what? Does he know that they don't play in orange? He could have been picked 4 times out of about 8 attempts.
Because I have it on 2 TVs, so I have the non-HD feed comes in about 8 or 9 seconds for the HD feed. So I watch the play and then I watch the HD feed.
Yeah.
Ben is not even moving his feet. Like he's
No.
not even moving. What is he doing?
He's like a
He
big
just wants to get it's bizarre.
Oh my God.
It's bizarre. I don't understand what the offensive philosophy and how they're not changing it. Like they don't realize like this is
Like, Kyle,
nonsense.
he took the snap and looked like his legs were like immobilized and just threw the pass.
Yeah, he's trying to be Aaron Rodgers. Remember that was a big deal back when Aaron Rodgers would catch it and he wouldn't step and he wouldn't touch the laces and oh my God, we've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Knock it off, Big Ben. Like just
Oh my God. This is rough.
It is. I need him to connect.
And Mike Tomlin's a good coach. You would think he'd be like, hey, go to the coordinator. We're not doing this shit anymore. We're going to run the ball a little bit, play action. We're going to throw the ball.
They can't run the ball, though. That's the issue. Like, you can't even get a semblance of it because nobody's going to buy the play fake.
No, of course not. And Ben Roethlisberger is so scared. Like, he's terrified. He just wants to throw it before, like, anything. Like, he doesn't want to be touched, which is ironic for Ben Roethlisberger because, they didn't want to be touched either, Sometimes you don't get the choose.
Incomplete.
Oh my
bang, bang.
goodness.
This is horrendous. This is unbelievable garbage. What is Ben doing? But the thing is, that it's 3rd and 7. He's throwing it, and it's not even reaching back to the line of scrimmage.
Exactly. And by the way, why wasn't that a catch?
Because it was a bang, bang. Look, bang,
Did he
bang.
get 2 feet down on that?
They called it incomplete straight away, didn't they? Tell you what, they was kind, weren't they?
He takes 3 steps, man. I don't know.
This is just
The refs are supposed to let that play out, man. I don't know why they do that.
well, the rest.
I'm saying that's a catch. I'm saying that's a catch.
One.
They'll definitely challenge that. That's a catch. I'm sorry, that's a catch. That's an absolute catch in the tuck. That's a fumble. Let's go.
So will they give it to him now, even though
They're going to give it to him. Yep, they will.
Wow.
Because you have even if they blow the whistle flash, you have a clear recovery.
Tell you what, he could have been flagged helmet to helmet.
That is a fumble and a half, man.
But again, look at the play. It's 3rd and 7,
helmet.
and you throw a stupid ass 3-yard crossing route. Like, what the hell are they doing?
But what about the helmet to helmet? Look. Oh.
Yeah, they won't be able to. They won't be able to challenge that.
Yeah, you can't challenge. You can't challenge penalties, unfortunately.
So I'm saying, but why the Zebras not calling that?
Because they're just guessing. You understand? NFL officials are just guessing. They never know what the actual hell is going on out there. You can see it every single day when they group together. They're like, "What do you think? What do you think?" I don't know. I was texting my niece. I have no. Oh yeah, touchdown.
That's a tough play in real speed, but they're supposed to now err on the side of caution and let it play out because you can always go to replay. Because the thing is now the difference in the game also is you're asking the Bengals to challenge this. If you let the play out as a turnover, it goes to review automatically. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, I mean that's clearly a fumble. I don't know how that's.
But where's this playbook?
I don't know.
We talked about it. This is what they've done. This is all they do. Big Ben is afraid to be touched, like I said, which is ironic because, he's happy with touching people and they don't want him touching them, but nobody better touch me. That's the book of Ben Roethlisberger. What a joke. The offense, I think their offense, they have so much talent. Well, I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, if you're going to run this scared of an offense with Big Ben, you may as well put Mason Rudolph in and let him close his eyes and chuck it downfield, or Duck Hodges, whatever.
Cordell Stewart. Finley's got 39 yards, but the team have only got 28. Passing. Rushing. Finlay's got 4. So when he gets sacked, do they not take that off?
Sack doesn't count against rushing.
It counts against team rushing or team passing yards, but it won't.
I don't think does it do that in the NFL or just college though.
No, it doesn't in the NFL. Like your total team yards, it'll get taken away from sacks or whatever. I believe. I'm pretty sure that's right.
I tell you the other one though. If you've got Schuster, if they've said that this is
like if you're the quarterback, like what are they calling here? It's got to be a fumble.
Gotta be. Yeah, they're shaking hands.
It was a clean hit too, by the way. When they showed that hit, he put his helmet and shoulder on the ball, not his helmet. It's a clean hit.
Wow. We're gonna have a great opportunity here.
The Bengals.
The Bengals.
Bengals get it back. 49 seconds to go.
First quarter. I mean, dominant first quarter, but I guess that one's up.
Dominant by no one.
Dominant by the Bengals.
Big Ben.
Did someone just say Ben is a top 5 quarterback? You are smoking crack, my friend.
Yeah, let's tell
Top 5, baby.
They are.
Top 5.
Tell him, Pancake. Tell him.
Okay.
Big Ben's on the top 5, like Predator most wanted. You might see him on Dateline one day. That's the only thing. Big Ben's top 5.
Watch out if Ben calls you to his room because his TV don't work. Watch out.
Like Big Ben's the guy that if he lives close to an elementary school and comes out in a robe to smoke a cigarette, you call the cops. that's what you do. Like, I'm sorry. What do you want me to tell you here?
Juju dancing on the logo, then getting knocked out at midfield.
Yeah, don't dance on logos no more. Come out here and dance on anyone's field. What the hell's the matter with you?
Like, why do you even do that? Can't you just dance in the end zone? Like, what?
And Big Ben has not been amazing this season. If you've watched him, he never holds the ball more than 1.5 seconds. It is absolutely pathetic throws.
Give him a whack there as well.
Now the Bengals going to line up again to miss a field goal.
Not yet.
Yeah.
We need what do we need for the first quarter? We need a block field goal return for a touchdown. Hey, by the way, I think Giovanni Bernard, if he gets in the end zone, I might hit that prop. I might hit that 50 plus 5,500. He might.
I don't know if you'll get the 60 yards.
How dare you? Don't jinx it. Yeah, well, actually say that a lot because where is he at right now? I gotta look. I think
12.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's not going far.
I thought he had like 25, Maybe that's just me wishful thinking.
Yeah, yes, you smoking crack.
That's me smoking crack. There you go. The damn crack pandemic,
You gotta leave it alone, that crack.
You gotta put it down.
Steelers are -7 now.
Yeah, Steelers -7. I'm looking at. But again, I just wait, because Bengals,
I'm happy with my -1.5 first half, but there again, I'm not so sure with Ben.
I'm looking at 6.5 now for the Steelers, and the over under 36.5. My God. Would rather have
Well, I've done on my big one, my sort of a third of a unit at +550 was win every quarter. Steelers finished. Steelers to score every quarter finished, unless there's obviously a block field goal returned.
Yeah.
And win both halves by 8 +300.
I think that one's obviously still in play.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, they come to like 1.5 units. Whereas if they win the half by 1.5, then my -1.5 that pays 2 units. So.
Yeah, the under 20.5 first half is looking good now too. The under there is.
Yeah. Although you could have 3 touchdowns.
I'm not gonna keep giving this guy with his horrible takes credit in the chat box. Like, we're comparing Brady to Big Ben right now. Like, get the fuck out of here. You need to sort yourself out, in the words of Flash. Sort yourself out. Come the hell on. Are you kidding? Like Brady's hasn't been great, but Ben Roethlisberger looks absolutely washed. I mean, he looks done. He looks absolutely done. It is embarrassing how quickly Big Ben, how afraid he is of a pass rush.
Yeah, I mean, again, and they're not steaming at him. They're not actually getting to him.
No. I mean, he's not even like he's just so afraid to hold on to the ball and take a hit. He's throwing the ball in less than 2. He's throwing the ball quicker than any quarterback in the league this year. And you've got all these weapons like Claypool, a great downfield receiver, Washington. Like, just hold on to the ball and make some good plays. You're against the Bengals. You're against the Bengals. 6 for 12. Well, we're going to get there on the carries for Gio Bernard. Only takes 1 run.
Yeah, 2 for 23 now, Higgins.
Yeah, that's fine, right? That's 4.3 points. That's nothing.
Exactly. We just don't want him anywhere near the touchdown if they get one.
Ooh, good question. Who is my favorite out of Joe Flacco, Andy Dalton, or Nick Mullins? That feels like someone trying to piss me off, but I will say give me the red rifle on that one unless it's prime time. There you go. Have some fun with that. Have some fun. By the way, I had some fun on your soccer show the other day with Tancredi in the car.
We have a good laugh, don't we?
That was funny, watching him in the car.
In the car with the earthquake?
Yeah.
That's shit in my time.
That is freaking
You know that an earthquake in over 500 years.
Wow, really?
The day Tancredi's late, there was an earthquake. He's fucking dug in deep to find that one.
That is unbelievable. Well, you said he fits in where farts can't, so there you go.
It's unbelievable.
That is absolutely amazing. That was amazing. I had a bunch of fun. I mean, of course, we're hoping he's okay and making sure everything's cool, but doing a show and that, I love that. That's live TV.
We crushed it this week, by the way. I mean, I was 11-4-1 with 2 bankers, 4-0 in Bundesliga, 3-0 in La Liga, 2-1-1, and 2-3 in Premier League. Premier League keeps it.
Oh, so my best friend's a Tottenham fan. I love Tottenham. It's one of my golf shirts is a Tottenham Hotspur, shirt. We got a bunch of friends and family that live over there. Man, they're frustrating me. Tottenham is frustrating me this year. It's painful. It was a painful Saturday. I don't know why I even bothered.
It's getting a bit naughty. This.
The Bengals. Look at the Bengals. Come on, Bernard, get this touchdown. I need this Gio Bernard touchdown.
Yeah, we don't want Higgins anywhere near the joint.
No, yeah, get the hell out of here, Higgins. Just give it to Gio Bernard. Let him run the football. I love it.
We don't want to get into a position where Higgins can get a trash touchdown.
Yeah.
At the end.
Well, the way things are looking, I don't know how much garbage time there's going to be. Pittsburgh's going to have to battle themselves back into this game to even make it.
There's your touchdown for you, Bernard.
Did it happen?
Yeah.
Yes, baby. 14 carries for 60 yards now, plus 5,500, folks. When that hits, that's going to be the pick of the year at plus 5,500 on this show, boys.
Yes. And that's his ninth carry.
Ninth carry. How many yards? We're talking about 20-some yards?
No, 21, I think you'll be on.
21 yards, so we need
21. Oh, no, it's 8 for 17.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
It's just 40, it's just getting that 43.
43 yards and getting those 14 carries. We are in business.
Now let's see what Ben's got, because I'm quite happy to be seeing the 14-10 at the half, gets over the 21.
Yes, let's get over that, man. I need that.
Donnie, you're back. I got to break the seal real quick. I'm holding it. We're at 4 beers at the half. I'll be right back. 2 minutes.
We're actually going to get a real game tonight, it looks like. How about that? Impressed. Live line, Steelers are down to 3.5. Over-under is 40.5. Money line, you can still get plus 180 right now on the money line for the Cincinnati Bengals, up 10-0 right now.
Money line, plus 125.
I got plus 180 here.
No. Plus 125. That's just for the second quarter.
Dang. All right. Then, by the way, some pain, as we like to say, with that with team total right here. Woo. 10.5 is looking sweet.
So minus 3.5.
Phenomenal.
Don't press the button yet. And it's still at 41.
Yeah, because now they're just going to throw caution to the wind. Steelers just going to have to whip it around.
It's ideal. If we get a 14-10
Yeah.
first half, we're back in business.
Yeah. Yep.
But we need him to actually look like completion.
We need some two-touch. We need two more. We need 2 more touchdowns here. It'd be beautiful.
Yeah, I'm not happy with T. Higgins picking up 31 yards and 3 receptions. That's 6.1 points. With no touchdowns out of T. Higgins. And now Tyler Boyd's out. That's horrendous, isn't it, for T. Higgins?
Yeah,
we don't because there's no Tyler Boyd, so it's going to be Higgins or Green if he's going to throw it.
Giovanni's got 8 carries already. How about that? Yeah.
I remember I got Finley under 34.5 and under 187. And he's 61 at the minute. He can't be getting 188. He cannot be hitting 188.
Yeah, it's actually better, Flash, that they're up 10 points because now you
know. Now they're going to be like handing it off, and that's why Giovanni Bernard's going to be in the game. Ben Roethlisberger, 4 from 10, minus 5 yards, rating of 47.9. Jesus, that is horrendous quarter.
I would take it at -3. I still think the Steelers are going to win this game.
Oh, yeah.
Under 20.5. Freddie. Uh-oh, Freddie.
Has Freddie gone with under 20.5?
Freddie was under 20.5. He's Oppo. He's Oppo me tonight.
Oh, no. Come on, Freddie. You don't want to see if he brings it back. I'm telling you, there's a wind problem. He's just kicked the ball there. He didn't get to the 5-yard. There's a wind problem, Donnie.
Ooh.
Ben's got the win this quarter, sorry. Because he kicked that ball and it stalled in the air.
I don't know. Maybe it's just Big Ben's arm falling off here.
Yeah, but it looked like, we did say that it looked like he must be throwing it into a headwind.
Over.
We're going to find out now, aren't we?
We are going to find out.
No handing off, running.
Every single pass has been terrible. Should have been picked off multiple times. Look at that. Punt, fumble. Good Lord, man.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Right, let's see what he's got. Don't want to see no dinks and dumps. Let's test them out with a run. Let's take 8 minutes.
Every time they run, man, like they can't. They better just hope Big Ben can throw them to a victory tonight, looking like he doesn't want to, because they can't run the football. That's a horrendous defense. It's not like they're going up against their own Pittsburgh defense out here, man.
No, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. He's got to be throwing the ball maybe 20, 25 yards. And just get this team guessing. Because at the minute, they're just all coming up.
I think so. I mean, you got legitimate wide receivers and a tight end. This team stinks. All right, so at least you ran the ball positive right there. So
here we go.
Blockers though, isn't he? We were just saying that we was watching the kickoff and the ball stalled in the air. It didn't get to the 5-yard line.
Is there?
I wonder if there's a big problem there.
Or a high wind? Maybe there's a.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, 3rd and 1. If they don't hand this off to Snell.
Well, that's not why Big Ben's not throwing the ball downfield.
No, but I did say straight away that it looked like he was throwing into a headwind of how weak it was coming out.
He's been doing that all damn year. Playing, they play chicken shit offense.
You have got to be kidding me.
They're going for this, by the way.
They've got to go for it. It's about 8 inches, but it's just no momentum. Oh, gee,
they can't block. They can't run block at all, the Steelers.
It's weird.
Look, I want this like a big blockhead quarterback kneel over in here and get this first down.
We're taking a timeout with 9 seconds to go.
The best part about, like, I'm telling you, 4th down, hilarious, man. Like, it's 4th and 6 inches. You're either A, handing it off, or you're just plowing ahead with your giant-ass quarterback.
It's really weird.
Barely. Jesus.
He got it miles over. They're giving him a bad spot, but yeah, he's got it.
If they give it to the ref on the bottom, it's an easy first down. The guy up top looked like he's swaying in there trying to not
do it. Right on the line. Right, so he's looking across the line.
Yeah, they got it.
How far across he is. Like, he's miles, half a body across. I tell you what, if they let it play out, he goes home, he goes and touches his touchdown.
Man, 76 blown up in the backfield. Man.
He's got to start throwing it. Please start throwing it, Tomlin.
So weird they dropped the live betting option for this game off my book right now. What the fuck?
They're done with the action.
They're done.
Oh, is that a flag?
That's because they know.
In the
That's
back.
because they know I'm cashing in on that plus
What is
5,500.
going on out here? And that's not a flag.
It's not a flag. I thought he was going to catch it, and the lad's just gone straight into his back.
Oh, you know what? You're right about that. That is a I was thinking they were hit like a late hit, or excuse me, a helmet to helmet. But no, you're right. That should have been pass interference. The only question is if
we've not seen a flag yet, have we? We've not seen a flag. And by the way, it's a bad throw. Because look, he's throwing 1 into 3 there.
Let's see.
Oh!
By the way, did you guys notice that last night too? That first half went pretty quick, right? There wasn't a lot of penalties. Next thing, what do they start doing? Oh, every timeout they call at the end of the half. Let's go to commercial break. Oh, another timeout. Let's go to commercial. They did it 3 straight plays. Did you see?
Even the Saints, the longest game in the history of games.
Oh
my God, that was a long game. Yeah.
Oh my God. But I was sitting there and I was my son and I were watching the game and I'm like, oh, this first half. I'm like, why are they going to commercial break for a little timeout in between plays? Then we looked at the time and I said, buddy, get ready. You're going to see 7 commercials in the last minute of the first half. The NFL, oh, such dirty money grabbers. God, they're dirty. That's weird. I can't get a live bet on this.
Probably because they're a little bit ahead of you. And what we got? Why have we gone to a commercial anyway? Well, the lad's that injured. That's why
hurt.
They're not even making it like blank where they're pretending to have, you know. Here we go. Yeah, I love NFL Red Zone because there's no commercials too. But then I start to get annoyed when I have to listen to Scott Hansen or I can never remember which Hansen he is. But I'm like, oh,
Scott,
dude.
why you don't like him? I don't mind listening to that.
See, but
he's
I like
okay.
The game. I don't like it when it's just scoring throws, scoring runs, or defense is holding up. I like the intricacies of like in between the 2 red zones. I want to see who's moving the football.
No, that's why you need both. That's why you need the 2 TVs.
Yeah. You put the one. You put the
5 in front of me.
You put the one game on that you want to watch, and then you put like Red Zone. I can't watch all the commercials. It drives me insane. Like watching Sunday Night Football. If it wasn't for I would be going insane if I wasn't doing the show with you guys. Like, oh God, here we go, another commercial, and yeah, I like Red Zone. I pay a lot of money just for another provider just to get Red Zone. It's the only way I want to watch football. Who are we rooting for? We're rooting for Giovanni Bernard. That's it. And Chase Claypool.
Yeah, and obviously Finley under 187 and his longest under 34 and a half.
Yeah, all that stuff. You know
I know.
what I mean?
Oh, here we go.
All right, Big Ben.
That's
What do you got?
need. Full star left tackle. Wee. Come on, Ben, you got to throw it now. Let's see if he throws this under what he needs.
Oh.
My bookie legitimately dropped live betting off of this game. They legitimately
he is hit him.
Shocked by this.
They can't. I think someone in the chat is right. Too much action on the Bengals. I think they're just shutting down. Like we're about to lose our ass tonight, especially to my Giovanni Bernard prop. Maybe they just kicked me off because I'm sharp money and bet on the bad teams. Sharp money.
They showed that replay.
Here we go. 2nd and 15.
That's going to be the new show topic. By the way, we're just gonna bet on the shittiest teams in the league and call ourselves sharp money for the rest of time. Sharp money.
Ooh, how about that? A solid run, huh?
Yeah, it opened up nice enough. He still didn't. No. He weren't convincing in his stride, though, was he? Do you know what I mean? You never thought that he was going to open up and go.
Wow. Whoever creates an app or some type of deal where you don't have to use 2 different televisions. Yeah, here's how you solve that. Cable TV should have the ticket. The fact that only I have to go get a satellite, which I do now, along with my cable because I want the ticket, is absurd. It doesn't make any sense.
Yep, that's why I have 2 different options so I can watch. It's so dumb in this day and age too.
Hey, Flash, got one.
I mean, wasn't a good throw again, though, was it?
Yeah. Hey, or at least picks it up. Yeah, but it's having like paying for the dish and separate cable. Like my bills are outrageous. But
Me
it's
too.
worth it because, again, like Flash says, like you like to watch the game. If you are a gambler and you just have cable, which means, and I have 3 TVs lined up in a row. But even if you have just 2 TVs and you're watching like your game and you can't get the game you're betting on and you don't know what's going on and they flash to it, then they go away. After last year, I was like, I'm done with this. So I added a completely separate TV just to have the dish on it, so I don't have that problem anymore.
There's no confidence in Ben here. He's just hand off. He's got to throw it down the field here.
One would think. Doesn't seem to have the confidence to do it.
No, but if he does throw it, I think it's a slot. It's like maybe a 12-yard gain or something mediocre.
Like even because I had the Fire Stick last year, but I couldn't deal with being like 3 minutes behind like the play.
Oh, that bad's up.
You can't do it. You can't. Like the Fire Stick would be fantastic if it was anywhere near like modern speed, but it's like 90 years behind.
Yeah, the Fire Stick's terrible. Even unless you have it directly in, I'm hooking that up right now because I can't believe how far behind I am right now. I've had enough of this nonsense. So sorting it out right there, putting the game on.
Yeah, I have the Fire Stick. Tried it last year, like
lost 10. I think they lost 10 on this.
And once I realized it was so that far back, I'm like, I watched it for like a half of a game. I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this. I can't do it. Like the red zone would have like the touchdown, and I would be like 3 plays behind. I'm like, yeah, no, this isn't working.
Yeah. I don't mind it when I'm just watching alone Sunday mornings and
TV.
Yeah.
I watch mine too.
Here we go. What's Ben got?
Nothing.
He's going to be like 22, 23 yards here. Come on, what we got? 3rd and 14. They're kind with that, weren't they?
Our boy Akbar. Yeah, now I'm much more live. It's amazing when you compare the two, like Donnie's talking about when you put it on your different providers.
Come on, take this. Go. Yeah, there you go. High step. Good. I need some points here. Throw the flag too. Throw the flag.
They're throwing the flag.
Did they throw it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
right, come on now. That'll put the Bengals. The Bengals are at least now guaranteed a field goal.
It's crazy. The over 10.5 is going to feel delicious, right? Sharp money. Taking that sharp money.
But this is another bad throw.
Oh, it's just pathetic. He's afraid. He's scared every time he drops back. That's what he is.
Yeah, I'm going to drop the Steelers live wager, but I need to get Big Ben over 35-yard pass and the over first half 20.
Oh, where's he throwing this? He's underthrown this by about 6 or 7 yards.
It wasn't even an underthrow. He just threw right to him. Like that was.
But if he looks to his left, the boy takes it to the house on his own. Whoever was in the top of the picture.
Like, what are you looking at?
It's bizarre. By the way, moved up to 69th place in the pick 6 with the 3-2-1 week this week.
Did
there we go. 69th, keeping the show respectful. Only 2 games out of the top 10, by the way. 2 games.
I had to move up this week too.
So you better be checking your emails tomorrow from SBR because I'm up here in the ring.
Yeah, well, this is my 2-unit play. This one.
NFL by Kyle.
Here we go. Just running us into the 3 strikes and you're out policy.
All right, so the Bengals at the 25 now. What do you got, Bengals? What do you got?
Giovanni Bernard, give him another 25-yard carry. Let's get that yardage up. I'm telling you right now, that prop's going to hit plus 5,500. We gave out a big winner before this show.
What does he need? Go ahead.
60 yards, 14 carries, and a touchdown. He's already got the touchdown.
Oh my God, that is money, man. That is money.
It seemed, I said it seemed like the reasonable pick. Normally when you get those at like plus 5,500, it's like, okay, the guy needs 150 yards, 2 touchdowns, and the team wins. This one was the team doesn't have to win. All he needs a touchdown, 14 for 60. You're like, come on, that feels too low.
Need now too.
That's going to be a big win.
Has 5 completions for a total of minus 2 yards.
Does he lose yards?
Whose fantasy quarterback is
He
that
doesn't
tonight?
carry and he gets done in the backfield. Does he lose yards?
Yeah, if it's a carry to Bernard, yeah, he loses yards on that. But did anyone in the chat take that bet that I gave him? Did anyone do the prop on there? I hope someone else did. Am I the only one
Where did you
making
even
money?
get it at?
I got it at my bookie, which sucks right now, but plus 5,500, 14 for 60 and a touchdown.
You won't be with them for any longer. That is for sure.
I'm really pissed off. Yeah, well, no, they've already like cut me off from live betting right now. I don't understand. I can't even live bet this game.
They won't even be able to pay that out.
Yeah, I don't know. Did they go bankrupt? They're lucky that they're not our guest tomorrow because I'd be ripping them a new asshole on that show.
Not as much as they are, so we're getting ripped now.
Look at Gio.
It's
Come on, Gio.
It's 17-0.
It's a catch though, Kyle. So that sucks.
Oh, well,
Then again, you should have did one of your 2 touchdown props.
I know, damn it. Well, I thought plus 5,500 was greedy enough.
Yeah, we are.
Wow.
I mean, come on here.
Jesus.
Holy moly.
The Tomlin hater is going to be out in full force now.
Jesus, the Ben.
Holy
Nowhere near to join these.
My goodness.
I thought I was sharp. My -1.5.
The best thing about this, though, for that prop is the Bengals are now up. They're going to keep running the ball, and they're going to leave Gio in. Like, he's got to get to 60 yards, right? He's got to.
We only need 31.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Look at that. Nice move. That's old school Gio. That was Carolina blue Gio right there.
Woo! 17.
Woo! Good. Hey, we can get this over now.
Yeah, that's all I'm. But the only thing that saves me is my over 40 points. Finley under 187 and needs under 34.5. I can't see where I can. I mean, that saves the whole thing.
This is
Gracias, beautiful princess. That's why you're close to being married.
And how about that team total?
Lose out.
How about that team total hitting? I mean, the show does it 2 days in a row with our official sharp money team.
Why don't we just remember that they missed a field goal as well?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Think about that.
20-0 it could be. 20-0.
Oh, that is just good shit. The NFL's wacky, man.
Oh my word.
It's crazy. It's absolutely insane.
It's not over yet, Fred. It's like the Steelers ain't shown any propensity to do a damn thing. So if you would have said, again, like we like to play, devil's advocate, and after things happen, I'll be like, hey, Kyle, guess what? Bengals got 17 in the first half. You're like, yo, this game must be like 21-17 at the break.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I would have said too.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
By the way, FanDuel had Gio Bernard to score 2 touchdowns tonight at 23-1.
There you go, baby. I mean, I only said 1 touchdown, but come on, guys, we gave you these logical props. Hit that like button. Don't make flashy.
Dang.
Flash is just hexing Finlay now and getting this over, and all of a sudden, I've managed to come away with my pants on from the wrong angles.
Well, that's the title of your sex tape right there. I mean, that happens. Sometimes sometimes you're in such a hurry, you just put your pants on backwards and drive home and sort it out when you get there,
Yep.
I gotta turn up.
You just grab them and run with them over your shoulder. Yep. Just yeah.
Turn up. Oh, you're talking about pants in trousers, aren't you?
You just dry the trousers out the window so they can dry out. Yeah.
What's the other slang meaning for pants?
No, trousers.
Oh yeah, trousers. Yeah, trousers. Yeah. I'll grab. However, I got to get them on. So I went on this date. This will be a fun story as we're sitting here. So about 1.5 years ago, I think it'll be fun. You guys will enjoy it. So I went on this date. She hit me up. It was a girl I went to high school with. She's like, we should meet at this bar and have a couple drinks. So we do that. Boom, boom, boom. Things go well. We go home. Things go well. The next night, she's like, she's also a single mom. I'm a single dad, but her son's younger, about 7 or 8. She's like, hey, my son's in bed. Come on over. Let's hang out. Let's have a good time, right? She lives like a block away. I drive over. Things are cool. All of a sudden, I hear a noise. I'm like, hey, I think your son's awake. So we, before he ever walks in, it just looks like we could have been playing Jenga or Monopoly. We could have been playing anything. In this little 7-year-old's mind, his mommy was doing bad things. He walks in and starts screaming like a demon. I hate him. His head was spinning around like Chucky. So this is what I jumped up. My pants were literally on backwards. I jump up. I'm like, I am out of here. She's yelling at her son. How'd you learn? It's just the most dysfunctional, psychotic situation you could ever imagine yourself to be in. I ran home. My pants were on backwards. I still have nightmares about that kid to this day. I later find out a friend of mine had passed away a few years back. I had no idea this was his ex-wife and his kid. I was like, no wonder I was scared of that kid. It was like one of my good friends from childhood screaming at me. This is why you got to be careful when you date as a single parent. Very, very scary. I see her at the store once in a while. She always asks, hey, you want to come back over? No. Honestly, I thought I was going to have to choke that little kid out. I thought he was 7 years old and I was going to have to choke him out to save my life. You know what I mean? Lock him up. Lock him up. There's a story for you guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Demon child. That kid's head spun like this. Like, why didn't he think we were playing Jenga? He just assumed the worst.
Damn, Big Ben out here double clutching.
Right.
The flag came out quick. Oh, it's a legal man. I bet you it's a legal man downfield. Looked like number 60 was downfield.
Illegal contact.
Let's see.
Oh, illegal man downfield.
That's what it looked like. There was an offensive lineman way downfield.
Way downfield. Which they should get rid of that, right? You should be able to throw the ball to your alignment. If they catch it, so be it. Right? Fun. Make it more fun.
I don't even think he knew what the play was because it looks like he's run blocking.
The most amazing thing about that play is that Deontay Johnson
it was a running
ball.
play. It was a running play. You know, they just pull it sometimes and do their own thing. Yeah. The offensive lineman's like 90.
Good catch, son, because that was over your head. Good catch.
Butterfinger actually caught one. All right.
It's not child abuse. That kid was a demon. He could have beat up anybody. I'm telling you, that kid was evil. He had superpowers. Should have heard his voice. Scarier than hell. Unbrushed teeth. You could tell he had, his mom's not making him brush his teeth twice a day. Just all bad.
How rude.
Man.
How rude coming in when you was actually having a good time.
Exactly. And then why assume the worst? I mean, seriously, we could have been playing anything. There was nothing going on when he walked in. It just looked like two adults sitting there talking. He assumed the worst.
Was you not in the bedroom?
Let's go, Steeler.
Well, we were in the living room.
Bums.
Things happen.
Remedies come in like that? Wow.
Things happen. Things happen,
Yeah.
She's a pretty blonde, Flash.
Let's just hope that he doesn't have nightmares about you.
I hope he does, because I have nightmares about him. Screw that kid, man. Screw that kid. That's right. He yelled things at me that if you were a grown man, you get punched in the mouth for that.
Burden free.
We told you it was going to be more fun in here than the actual game.
Honest to God.
We didn't expect it to be a blowout. The Bengals guys.
15 yards add on. Come on, Nate.
What happened out here? What happened?
Let's get this over.
Sorry?
They
got him for taunting? Did they get him for taunting?
15 yards.
Wow. Jesus. That's a brutal call.
Ooh.
It is. Could swing the game.
I don't know. They need all the help they can get. Steelers good. Jesus.
I mean.
They've got a hold in and they're going to offset. Replay third down. Oh, that's.
That hurts. Yep.
How can you? I always hate that. When you get like a 5-yard penalty against a 15-yard.
Well, yeah, but it's odd though because the taunting call came post play.
Yes.
Because it's not like it happened in play.
No, it was dead.
Yeah.
I mean, taunting. There's another. There's another. Like, get rid of the taunting nonsense. Illegal formation, illegal motion, all that stuff. Get rid of it. It's enough.
Third and free. Try to again, Big Ben.
Tell me you're not sick of seeing that official's face already. Like, don't you get sick of it? I can't stand it. Just let him do.
This is a clinic on how.
I don't know if the Steelers score. I don't know if the Steelers score tonight. How about that? We went from going like we didn't think the Bengals would be competent. I don't think the Steelers score.
It's amazing. It's incredible. This is incredible to watch.
He's throwing it into traffic. Oh, I mean,
I wish I was, I had aspirations of going into this game and saying, I'm being the sharp money, take the Bengals money line. And I sort of talked about it, like taking the underdog money line, but I should have went all in. I'd look like a fucking genius right now, wouldn't I? Damn it.
Bad football team.
Damn it.
This is just horrendous.
It's bad. It is real bad. Helmets, pads, sure. Get rid of all that. Get rid of the I'm telling you, the penalties, I want the officials off the screen. I can't take it anymore.
I said to my son, who's obviously he's hoping that Higgins doesn't get 24 points.
He's not
hoping that, right?
Take a
He's
knee.
got 3 receptions.
Take a knee, man.
But I said to him, you'll be safe. I can't see the Bengals getting 14 points. They're 17-0 up in the second quarter.
T. Higgins still isn't doing crap, though, right?
No, 3 for 31.
Yeah, that's fine. 6.1, you're safe. See, it's not like the Bengals are going to come out and try to throw the ball 40 times when they're up 17-0.
Well, you don't know. They might just have a fucking party the way this game's going.
No, your son is safe. Your son is safe. And next week, send me the whole roster so I can analyze the whole roster. Although I'm not going to be one of those assholes who says, "Oh, I would have said play Marvin Jones." I still would have said.
No, listen, let me tell you his team, right? Because he's got a few that basically he's got Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, Henry,
Great.
Dalvin Cook.
I know Jarvis Landry,
T.Y. Hilton, Marvin Jones Jr., Chase Edmonds, and he's got the Rams D. So imagine how he felt about the Rams D yesterday going up against the Jets.
Yeah. I was trying to think because after we had talked a little, I was like, would I have said to play Marvin Jones over Tyler Lockett? That's the question I was asking myself. Yeah. Better matchup. I'm not sure I would have said that anyways.
No, because the thing is you struggle to split up when you have listen, you're a master at this. But if you've got a quarterback like Russell Wilson and you've got a receiver like Lockett and you've got the opportunity to get double points from a completion, touchdown, it's like
yeah.
And then Travis Kelsey, sorry.
What I probably would have said, even with Bradbury out, I would have tried to find a way. I don't know that I would have benched Lockett, but Marvin Jones, man, that's tough to bench him.
Marvin Jones would have gone probably instead of T.Y. Hilton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's probably where it would have been. Yeah. That's probably where it would have been. Because I can't see myself, I'd love to say, oh, yeah, I would have said this. I'm so fucking smart. But no, you just don't bench Tyler Lockett because he has massive upside.
You can look at the matchups now. I've just told you the team. I mean, at half-time, we can have a little look. Yeah. But again, I mean, we always talk about all the games. I mean, we did him proud a few weeks ago. We took a couple of players out and said, listen, you've got to have him in. And he had like 2 or 3. And then when he picked up Dalvin Cook about maybe week 6 or something, about week 5, it was like you just couldn't believe it.
Yeah. I think he's going to do well. There's no way T. Higgins gets to 24.5.
Well, it's just whether he gets that garbage touchdown. If he's sitting on like 6 or 7 receptions, he's on 60 yards.
It still wouldn't matter. He needs for 24.
Yeah.
Unless there's a 100-yard bonus, he would need 8 catches, 100 yards, and a touchdown is 24 points.
Correct.
So that's a big game. It's unlikely. Unlikely.
Well, it's unlikely, but so is your 55-1.
Yes, it is. Well, I don't know. See, that's the reason I took that bet. I'm like, I don't think that this is that out of the question. 60 yards isn't a ton of yards. And, 14 carries. So all you need is that touch. If you get the touchdown out of the way, you love your chances, right? So he got the touchdown. Yeah. I don't think I've taken way bigger long shots. What was the one earlier, Donnie, this year? Christian Kirk, he got like the 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It was like 150 yards and 2 touchdowns that you needed for Christian Kirk. This one seemed way more likely. 60 yards it's not, you don't even have to have a good game to get 60 yards. I was like, it seems, as long as they don't bench him, it seems like the most reasonable one of the year. Doesn't mean I'm going to get it. I'm probably jinxing the shit out of it. We probably shouldn't even have talked about it. It's probably done now, but who knows?
Tell you what, though, I fancy, are we on for 40 points?
It might be. I guess you have to trust Pittsburgh now. I mean,
Do they
If you would have taken Bengals plus 14 in the first half, I think you would have gotten even higher than that 5,500. You would have gotten a massive number.
minus 40?
Yeah, exactly. Even if you would have taken the Steelers to be up by double digits in the first half on one of those alternate line things that they do, you would have gotten a huge number.
Okay, so Finley's stuck on 75 yards, hopefully.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do jack.
So, yeah, I mean, they're my big ones. Over 40, under 187, under 34.5 longest completion. Because at the minute, I'm like 3.2 units smashed in the first half.
Boom. Now we need some Chase Clay. And this actually plays well, those of us who took all those Chase Claypool props. If you're down 17-0 at the half or more, that plays into them having to throw the football.
And listen, I wouldn't rule out the 17-7, by the way.
Yeah, 17. Even then, you're like the best case scenario is Pittsburgh's not trying to run the clock out. They have to play from behind now, so they have to throw the football. That's good for us Chase Claypool backers and Deontay Johnson backers, etc. So I think all that plays into it. Hopefully we get there in the second half.
Over 18.5 longest completion as well. But Ben don't look like he can throw it to me sitting on the end of my sofa.
I think right here at the end of this half, this is where we're going to get some yardage out of Chase. Steelers have to take a chance, take a shot. I think you see a long catch or at least an attempt for a long catch for Claypool.
Right, Ben's up to no good now. Ben just got sacked, lost 10, and flicked the ball away as if it was a sack fumble. He's up to no good. Watch this. I would have him off. Watch this. This is filth. Big Ben is like 6'7" and like 24 stone, right? Watch this.
Okay, the play.
Right, they're getting floor, and then oh my god, is someone on the take here?
What in the hell? There's no way. Like, he's made enough money. You would have to give these NFL players a ton of money.
Yeah, but you can see the conspiracy theories when you see him performing like this.
Sure, I could see it, but then when you play devil's out, he's made like $300 and some million in his career. Why would he need an extra $1 million from the ball?
If these lose out, do the Ravens go and can still win the?
No, they beat them twice.
They've already got it.
They beat them twice. The Browns could win the division, I think. Right? Yeah, the Browns could win the division, but not the Ravens. Not the Ravens with the tiebreaker.
And who they got the Colts next week? You say?
Yeah, the Colts next week.
And who's their last game against?
Cincinnati.
Yeah,
it's the Bengals
again.
Yeah, wow. It's the Bengals again.
No, they already beat the Bengals.
Oh no, sorry. Week 17's Pittsburgh, Cleveland. Cleveland. That's who they play.
Oh, the Browns would munch.
So I guess you could play into that conspiracy theory. I guess you could play into that conspiracy theory that maybe they want that Week 17 game to be for the division.
Well, bring the crowds in.
The Browns and the Steelers. Yeah. I'm telling you, the whole AFC North, I'm going to say it now, the entire AFC North, Steelers, Browns, Ravens.
Yeah, they got Cleveland the last game,
Yeah, they're all frauds. None of those teams are going to the Super Bowl. No team from the AFC North is going to the Super Bowl. They're all frauds.
Unbelievable.
And they've had the easiest schedules in the league. Hey, Jalen Samuels, didn't we say over 8.5 for that prop? There we go. Cash that one. Number 38, over 8.5. That prop hits. Over 8.5 receiving yards. There you go.
Okay, Avery's going to take a knee here, and it's going to be another one of your Giovanni Bernard. He's got to double that yardage. Right, I'll be back because I have just been hit by Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh boy, there we go, Jalen Samuels.
Steelers.
Love
I guess
that.
Is this what happens when, like in the NFL? When you don't have two buys and the Steelers are like, well, we can't catch Kansas City, so we're just playing out the string. I don't know.
I mean, they don't even have the division sorted out yet, though. You'd think you'd at least want the division, right?
But does it even matter at this point? Well, home game. Well, nobody's in the stands.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Big of a deal anymore.
It's really weird. It's weird for me to think of a Mike Tomlin team packing it in because he's such an intense guy, But I don't know. It's pretty weird.
Their offense can't do anything. Like, this is one of the worst defense in the NFL. If you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, like, you can't pass. You're not going to be able to pass down the field. And I guess the writing was a little bit on the wall last week because I joked at the end of the Steelers game, like, Big Ben A looked like shit, and B, like, the Steelers just don't look like they care about anything.
Yeah, you're not wrong. They're a weird team. They are a weird team, and I hate the offensive strategy of this team. I don't understand what it is. I can't stand it. It's like watching. It's like watching Alex Smith, or even those Patriots teams. Like, okay, here we go, 3-yard pass after 3-yard pass. The only difference is, at least the Patriots made it exciting because they executed. This team does the 3-yard pass and doesn't execute. They drop it. It's fucking what the fuck?
They got a really bad offensive line. You can't run the ball for anything.
God, I got
some good wide receivers, but I guess when everybody realizes finally in week 16 or 15, you're like, dude, they can't run the ball, so you don't buy any fakes. You just pressure Big Ben. You jump routes because you can't run them deep.
I'm trying to look here.
Steelers had 40 yards in the first half, 1 of 9 on third down, 3 turnovers, 2 total first downs.
Big Ben, 7 of 16, 19 yards and a pick.
Yeah.
But the good news is, I'm double checking now. Jalen Samuels, 12 yards receiving. He hits the over 8.5, so that prop has hit for the night. There we go. Now we need Chase Claypool. Doesn't even have it. He only has 1 target. And, they keep targeting Deontay Johnson. This dude has more drops than anybody in the league. Stop throwing him the fucking ball. I
love him.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's like Stockholm syndrome. You sympathize with your attacker, like Big Ben. It's like, okay, you keep making me look bad. I just want to keep throwing to you. Like, get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
BYU plays tomorrow. I was shocked today when I was sitting back and just going over some numbers, have my headset on. I look up and I see like a football game on me. I think it's like, what did I put on like ESPN, Classic or ESPNU and just show like replays of games? And there was an actual college football game on today, like a bowl game. I was like, what?
Those college bowl games, like, I don't know why people care. Oh, you're gonna play in the
like when we were growing up, like even like the 80s and the 90s, like bowl games are big deals. Yeah. If they just did away with the entire bowl season and just had the playoffs with the Final Four teams, why does anybody care about bowl games? They're horrendous.
That's what it was us growing up, right? Because there wasn't the playoffs, so it was up to the AP to decide. Yeah. So you would have,
I would still look forward to like the big bowl games. They were fun. They're completely everything is obsolete now. It's no use.
Yeah, because it was important back then. Like, oh, hey, if Michigan wins the Rose Bowl, and Florida State wins the Fiesta Bowl, we got to see who they vote for to be. It actually mattered. Now it's like, if you win 6 games and lose 7, you're going to be in the Napa Auto Parts, LouisvilleKentucky.com / City Council Bowl, and you're like, who the cares? None of these players are going to the NFL. Every team here is a joke. If you watch this game, it means that your life sucks on Saturday. Forget that. It used to matter, man.
A lot of things changing over. And again, if they went to a 20-team playoff, you could take away the bowl season. But again, the fun stuff that I joke about with like Army. Oh my God, it's such a crime, Army. Trust me, the people that are saying Army deserves a bowl will have A, no idea when Army plays their bowl game, and B, won't be watching it anyway. But they're the ones that are saying, oh my God, they deserve it.
Yeah, I want to watch a triple wishbone bowl game on.
They better not schedule that game, Kyle, up against a WNBA game because nobody will watch that bowl game. So.
That's right. Everyone's on WNBA.
Yeah.
By the way, I covered WNBA very closely.
When is the WNBA back? Are they coming back soon?
Yeah, it'll be back not till like May. They come back like mid to late May. It's a short season, anyways. And by the end of it, I'm like, I fucking hate this league. because the thing is, the players don't make that much money, right? So you start to get the players, like the big players, like the Tarasis, the Sue Birds. They'll come out and be like, yeah, you know what? We don't make enough money to deal with this. I'm sitting out tomorrow. They just, because the money's not. They make $6 million playing in Russia and $100,000 playing in America. They don't give a damn about the WNBA. By the end of it, it's all a joke. But it's something to do during the summer because I hate August baseball as well. Nothing makes me more crazy than like, okay, here we go. Game 142, means nothing to this guy, blah, blah, blah. I just want to shoot myself.
The NBA does. I was surprised by that, too. Somebody sent a tweet this morning. It was like, the NBA starts. I was like, wow, the NBA starts tomorrow. And then I check, and I've been, over the years, the biggest proponent of – the West Coast has, 17 or 18% of the total population of the country. And it's driven by East Coast. And all those years where Golden State was like the greatest show you would ever be able to see, and nobody saw it on the East Coast. Nobody.
Yeah, it's too late.
The Knicks or the Celtics or the Knicks, we didn't see 75% of their games. And then I see, there's 2 games on opening night, and I'm saying the NBA is so stupid because usually, yes, on like a ring ceremony night, you're in front of your fans, you want to raise the banner. I get that. But nobody's in the building. Why aren't the Nets playing the Lakers in Brooklyn at 7 or 8 p.m. and bringing the house down with ratings? Like, I see the Lakers Clippers at 10 o'clock. I'm like, everybody's in bed on the East Coast. Nobody's going to see that. If you put them in Brooklyn, it would be a bonanza of ratings. Does anybody pay attention like in the NBA? You figure they would.
Yeah, and usually this is when you say, okay, NBA season is finally starting. They've been going on for a month and a half. No one really cares. It's really starting, and what's interesting is a lot like LeBron James, you're not going to see him playing more than 30 minutes a night. A lot of these players are pretty pissed that it's starting here. It's all a money grab. They needed that. Christmas Day is usually the official start of
NBA. Because the NBA
season.
was basically telling them hey, that's all fine and good. You guys want to cut down the league? LeBron, you make $30 million, chop it to 21. We'll move the games around. Whoa, we're not.
Whoa, yeah, because it gives a bad. LeBron's excuse has always been, I'll never take a pay cut because I'm hurting future players by doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
And by the way, I was seeing, I guess there was some sort of, where you have to sign your contracts in the NBA by today or like a deadline. Yeah. Honest to God, I'm seeing guys making $75 million over 4 years. And Kyle, I never even heard of them. I'm like, wow, the NBA, teach your kid to dribble a basketball because I don't never heard a Derek White, I believe, got a contract of 8. Yes. I never even heard of Derek White. I'm like, this is crazy.
Backup point guard, shooting guard for the Spurs. Sure. And if you look this year, Myers Leonard. So Myers Leonard's the backup center, probably third string center now for the Miami Heat. Yep. He will make more playing basketball this year than Kyler Murray will make playing football. Just put that in. Kyler Murray is probably the best prospect at quarterback we have right now. He's going to be an electric football player. He's making less to play football. Besides hockey, which you're skating around on swords, chopping people's heads off, knocking granite through their teeth. It's a psychotic sport. It's basically the Viking sport of all Viking sports. But then right after that is football. And you're going to make more playing 6 minutes a night for the Miami Heat than Kyler Murray is going to make playing football. Absolutely.
Yeah, Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert got a $200 million contract. And I'm just that should tell you how much money the NBA has because guys that just, I don't know, play really good defense make $200 million.
Yeah, wow. The guys who literally shut down sports. Rudy Gobert was the catalyst for that entire pandemic sport layoff. If you remember, it was March 11th. It was at night. Rudy Gobert was joking around with his teammates, touching the microphones. You remember being a complete jackass.
Yes.
He gets
handedly. Yeah.
He gets COVID. It's basically like there's a bomb threat on a United Nations meeting. They shut down the whole stadium. Cops swarm the place. There's fucking flares flying in the air and just absolutely insanity, pure insanity because of Rudy Gobert. He gets 208.
This game, please, gentlemen, because Ben's really got to me. You never see me get out my pram, whether I'm winning, losing, or drawing. But can we have a little look at, are we talking +7 now? So basically, are they going to win this second half by 10 points?
They should, if the normal betting person, Flash, I should be sane and level-headed and say, let me just take away the first half and think honestly here. And I see the Steelers getting 7 for the game now. You should be all over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Honest to God, you should be all over.
+6.5 at -111.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I'm not touching it. No. I'm not touching it.
Even the second half, somebody saying if it's 21, you should be all over the over knowing that Cincinnati is supposed to have a trash defense and the Steelers will throw 35 times alone in the second half. You should be all over that.
Exactly. And what's the total? Is it still at 40?
38.5.
I got 37.5. Yeah. 37.5 plus
You
6.5.
theoretically should be all over that bet. Honest to God.
Yeah. And I'm just not going to touch it. I'm already annoyed enough at Big Ben right now. I'm done.
But that's the thing. I'm looking and I'm thinking, I can still come out of this with 6 winners. I've got over 40, under 187 for the trash quarterback for the Bengals, under 35 yards completion, where he's not going to be slinging it out. And then I've got 3 realistic Claypool. He's got to chuck it to him. And I'm thinking, how? But you're right. We should be all over the Bengals -7.
We should see some Chase Claypool in the second half, but it's hard to trust it because he looks so anemic and pathetic. This all plays in great for us in the second half for Chase Claypool. Can they actually get it done? That is, and no, the Cincinnati pass defense doesn't look good. The Steelers pass offense looks scared and anemic. Absolutely disgusting.
What are they on the money line? Let's have a look, because
it's 340. Bengals are -340 on the money line right now.
Yeah, plus 240 Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah.
We see this being 21-20, 24-20.
Crazy.
Like normally I'd be on. I'm just so disgusted.
Could this be a 24-23 game?
You would think like the Steelers. This is Cincinnati's defense. Yes, Fred Johnson. Cincinnati's pass defense looks good, which is amazing. It never looks good.
No, it's not. Well, William Jackson's good, but LaShawn Sims and Mackenzie Alexander are terrible. So there you go. They have one good defensive back in William Jackson. That's it. That's what they got.
And they get the ball first, the Bengals?
Yeah, the Bengals get the ball first.
I think it's been
Steelers 3 and out in 49 seconds to open the game. So yeah.
All the so far have all been both been like one was taunting and one was unscored.
And Tyler Boyd is officially out with a concussion. So
I need 27 yards out of Giovanni Bernard. Or no, I need 26 yards out of Giovanni Bernard in the second half.
60 or over 60?
It just said, no, it's 14 carries, 60 plus. So we can get right at 60. So he needs 2 more carries, 26 yards, and we have turned $20 into 1,020.
Merry Christmas.
Merry freaking Christmas.
You watched the shows last week, the soccer shows. My friend put 7 of my selections together. He texted me this morning, and after the Chelsea game this afternoon, and he made just over $4,000.
Damn. In fact, I'll do this for the chat right here. So I believe next week's the last Monday night football game of the year, right? They don't do it week 17. Is that correct?
Yeah.
No. Nope.
So week 16. So next week will be the final Monday night show, right?
Yep.
So if Giovanni Bernard hits the 60 yards on 14 carries and I win the 1,020 off the $20, next week on the air,
cable
Monday Night Football, I will do a $100 giveaway for a commenter. So you have to be here on this show tonight and on next Monday's show next week. We will take.
I'll spot him for you. I'll spot him.
Jimmy Stain definitely getting
that. Where has he been? Where has my stepson been? But we will do this. I will give $100 to a random commenter from tonight and then again next week. If Giovanni Bernard hits that prop, we're going to give away $100 right here on the show of my own money.
Darren McCardle, though, because he's given us about $100.
Darren McCardle's in the front running because I'm going to be biased in this one. I'm going to pick the proper commenter. Yep. So Darren McCardle's got in the front. So you better be nice.
And at AP, you might as well go and eat yellow snow.
AP, I like AP. He calls me a punchable face and makes fun of me. That's fine. He's still in. But yeah, you better be nice.
Here come the Bengals.
Let's go, Giovanni Bernard. I will give away $100 next week. I always give away on my.
Fred, how does $20 get you one rack for plus? No, it was plus 5,500.
Plus 5,500.
Bob Evans, man, yeah.
I gave it out before the show, boys.
Oh, Fred pissing on your parade.
Fred Johnson, he picks those injuries though, so he's still in the running.
Free monies.
Yeah, there we go. $100.
The Bengals are out on the field now.
Keep commenting. Comment and don't forget to like too. We can tell if you liked it. So if you didn't like the show, you're not in line. So you have to.
It's true. We can see the likes.
So yeah, Bernard's up to 13, but he lost 1 yard.
We need that yardage.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm scared about the yardage.
No, 27.
We'll get plenty more carries though.
Yeah, he's gonna have another 13 carries. You would have thought.
Let's get that 60 yards.
He gets anywhere near the John. I want like a nice sack.
All right, 2nd and 11.
Oh, nice. It looked like a full start.
No, but they let it play, though, so it's either a legal formation or defense lined up off sides. Let's see what it is.
Hey, I do get sappy drunk, and I'm a giving guy when it happens, so you just enjoy the ride because I never forget, and we do the giveaway. Enjoy it.
Formation.
Dun, dun, dun. Yep, that's what it is. Let's see what we got.
Bum, bum, bum. Come on, Gio Bernard.
Yes.
I mean, a plus 5,500 is a good bet to get at.
They'll take that off him though, will they?
What's that?
Because they just give him they give him 3 yards, Bernard, and a carry, but they'll take that back, won't they?
Yeah, it's off the board now. Yep.
Yeah, that'll be
back
right.
to 13-33.
Oh.
3rd and 8. He's got to sling it here.
Yeah, well done.
Hey, Triple Z Dina. Hey, man, if you're in the hospital, I hope you're feeling
Young
better.
cat. He's a young cat, too.
Yeah, I hope everything's good, man. We hope everything's good. And I hope you feel better. And
Dina, what's happening? Is Dina a man or a woman? And I know you're a massive supporter of ours.
yeah,
Why you got to gender criticize here, Flash?
No, not criticise. I had analytics thrown at me.
well, because I did say I hope you're feeling okay, man.
They said, yeah, exactly. They said I had a 100% male audience, and then I had like Laura Popescu come in and say, "Well, no, I'm in here." And so basically, the analytics were basically 100% male, and I said, "No, that's not true. I've actually got women saying hi."
Comments make me laugh in the chat box too. Is Chase Claypool playing tonight? Claypool going home. He smashed his head in the TV watching Big Ben.
He might be saying, but our boy Dina, if he's, but seriously, we do hope everything's good.
Oh yeah. So hold on, guys. I'm in the hospital now. But is Dina just visiting someone?
Flash the picture Dina has right there. Who is that?
I can't even see
Pogba?
it.
How do I open it?
Oh, Pogba. I used to play him back when he was with Manchester. No, not Manchester City. He was with Chelsea. He was with Chelsea, right?
Yeah,
Pogba.
Awesome, that team.
Yeah.
So how do I see? I mean, do I have to click on it or something?
What do you watch? Are you watching the StreamYard feed or are you watching the YouTube feed?
Yeah, both.
Yeah, it pops up on the screen. Like, watch, I'll post it up again. It should pop up there on
That's
the
Pogba.
StreamYard.
That is Pogba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Pogba.
There he is.
Do it again. I didn't see it.
I know that.
What's StreamYard?
You see? Do you see where we're at? There you go.
He said Drogba. Yeah, Pogba's Man United.
Oh, that's Drogba.
No, Pogba.
That is Pogba. I said Pogba.
Yeah, but Drogba.
Damn it.
Drogba played for Chelsea.
I'm basically a soccer genius, Flash. I don't know if you know that, but I'm basically like a.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing good. I have some.
Kyle has an Emirates T-shirt, Flash.
No, I'm a Tottenham Hotspur. Come on, all you Spurs. I do the chats.
That was my banker, and they got.
I know they killed me on Saturday. I'm freaking pissed at Tottenham right now.
10-0-1 at one stage.
You know how early I woke up to watch that damn game too? Oh, son of a bitch! And then I did the show with Donnie after I watched that and lost.
Bomb.
What is Boomer Tech?
Doesn't wear 10.
Boomer Tech is hilarious.
Pogba's a bum. How dare you? I mean, he's getting older, but.
Hang on, I've got to close this door because I'm.
Oh, he took his girlfriend. She's not feeling well. We hope she feels better, and we're glad you feel okay.
There you go.
And there we
Kyle
go.
will brighten your spirits tonight.
That's it. That's what I do. I'm here. Tis the season of giving. Tis the season of giving.
I love these cartoons they do on Monday Night Football, man. That's good stuff. We need one of these for our shows.
A little cartoon maker. I'll talk to him. I'll use my influence. You know, I'll get it done. It's terrible.
Kyle, do you know football?
Of course.
Coming in, let's have a little butcher's at ya.
Wait, what happened?
No. The little fella's bedroom door was wide open. There's no good to no one.
He was like, "Come on, Dad." Damn.
Yeah, leave me the hell alone. I'm busy.
Come on, Ben.
Oh, here comes Ben. 19 yards for Ben tonight at the half. What do you think about that
There you
performance?
go. Doing well.
Yeah, he cannot throw anything. Honestly, I told you, he could be sitting on the end of my sofa and he'd miss me. It's a joke. It is an absolute joke.
That's good.
Like you look at athletes like at this level, and he's on Monday Night Football. They're having a rough stretch. It looks like he's like, just get me home, man. Like I don't even want to be here right now. I'm not moving around in the pocket. There's no rollouts. There's no play action. It's just me. There's my 6'6" ass in the backfield here. I don't care about damn nothing.
Exactly. There's bad day at the office, and there's bad day at the office. He wouldn't be like this in Heinz Field. Let's put
man.
I mean, good Lord.
Big bomb.
Oh, my God. The game I'm most excited for this weekend is Chicago in Jacksonville.
Oh,
no, I'm just kidding. I don't give a shit about that game. Are you kidding me? Here's what I know. The Bears are 7.5-point favorites. Jacksonville is not going to fuck this up, right? Like, they're not going to win this game. Right?
Doug Marrone saying they look, the greatest gift they can give themselves is a win. And I'm like, whoa, man.
Wait, what?
Your 3 fans don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Are you out of your damn mind?
Who's the third? Who'd be number 3?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Jacksonville.
Cincinnati, but they're going to blow that, right?
Cincinnati or the Chargers? Are the Chargers up there? Oh no, because they won.
Oh, there's a big play. Is he in bounds? How long are we?
Is it
Claypool?
Claypool?
How long are we stayed in?
Claypool.
It was Claypool. Yeah, it was.
Yes. Here we go.
18.5. I'm not sure if he was in bounds.
Come on, if you stayed in bounds, what did you get for me, boss? Come on.
We got him.
He stayed in, Flash?
Yeah, he stayed in.
How long is this?
37. Gets in.
37. Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Gets in over 18.5 for Claypool.
Claypool got back. There we go, baby.
Ooh. Touchdown.
Claypool again, right?
No, I think
Deontay Thompson touchdown.
Deontay Johnson. I'm so sick of that.
Johnson,
well, actually, I played him in DFS.
37 yards for Claypool and over 39 total.
There we go.
Cash that baby over 8. That's what I'm saying.
Now we're screaming.
There we go.
With 6.
Liberty. Yeah, we got that, man. Now we're rolling.
That's it.
Yeah, Flash, we were just shitting on him right there. 2 back-to-back plays, big plays for Big Ben. How about that?
And now it's time for Giovanni Bernard to hit that 60-yard mark. Yeah. And there we go.
Now we're going to win this game by 9.5, and that's going to come back to play.
So, yeah, it would be the Bengals, right? The Bengals would be the 3rd pick. Yeah. It's the Bengals by a large margin, as a matter of fact.
Hold on a minute. No, because the Bengals win this, they'll go 3-10.
Yeah, but still, there's every other team has at least 4 wins. So you got the Eagles, the Eagles, Carolina, Atlanta. That's the next tier of shit teams.
If the Eagles had the 3rd pick, right? They would trade it down for like the 18th. So
imagine this.
They might trade with the Patriots.
The Eagles could have the 3rd pick and be like a game out of the divisional title. Think about that. The entire NFC East could be picking in the top 10 except for the division winner.
Let's go, bro.
I mean, don't win that division.
Where are the Patriots, though? They must be in, 10, 11?
They got like
6 and 8. The Patriots have 6 wins. They're going to be way down there. They're going to be – I could do the math real quick. It's asking a lot, but let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, they're picking 16 or 17 at this point, something like that.
Okay, so they could trade up with the Eagles.
For what?
And pick up Lawrence.
Who?
They pick up Lawrence.
Lawrence is going number 1 overall.
Not if he rejects the Jaguars or
no
the Jets.
Way.
That's
Flash, getting Trevor Lawrence is the equivalent of getting Freddie Adu. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime.
I agree. What about who takes Travis Etienne?
Match it. Take the Jets should get them both. Like the Jets should get them. Actually, they actually ruined it. But let's just say Jacksonville can win. They would have 2 top 20 picks in the first round.
Well,
Travis Etienne is going to be a flat out animal. But that whole old school thing, you don't draft a running back in the first round. You find him in the 4th round.
You know who you watch out? You know who you watch out for there? I'll do a British accent. You watch out for the bloody Miami Dolphins. They get the Houston Texans 1st round pick this year. 4-10. Those bloody Muppets are might if they don't hire Jim Caldwell. they get Travis Etienne. Dolphins are going to have multiple first-round picks. I think Travis Etienne would be a great addition to the Miami Dolphins, who need more weapons.
I wonder if Amari Cooper will go in this one as well.
Caught him.
Yeah, I don't know.
We got the two.
Let's go down to Justin Fields.
And who's the kid from LSU? It's Jamar Chase. Those are the two top wideouts. But to Howie Roseman, if we let's just say the Eagles lose out and end up with a top 5 pick, he'll bypass Devontae Smith and just be like, "Oh man, I found this other guy in the Pac-12 with a great cone drill."
Didn't play. No, they'll find one that didn't play for the whole season because of COVID.
Always, man.
He's fresh.
I'm telling you, Travis Etienne makes a lot of sense for the Dolphins. Look,
he's awesome. Travis Etienne.
Yes.
I couldn't believe.
Doesn't it make perfect sense for the Dolphins? Think about that.
He's even still playing in college.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense for the Dolphins. And again, they have Houston's first-round pick. Houston has 4 wins. They're going to be top 5 or 6 in the draft plus their own. So they're going to have 2 draft picks in the first round plus a top, 6 or 7. Dolphins, Travis Etienne.
Oh, all of a sudden, these Steelers have come alive up front.
It's all right. Gio Bernard just needs a few more yards. Come on, baby.
Well, I'm not sure. I don't know what's gone on here because they've still got Giovanni Bernard 14 and 36. But that 14 and 36 moves when that flag was illegal formation.
14 for 36. So he's got the carries. He's got the touchdown.
No, because he'd be 14 now, but that 14 went to 36 when they threw the flag for the illegal formation. So they gave him that 2 yards,
Right now I'm seeing Samaje Perine out there anyways. 24 fucking yards. Come on, Giovanni Bernard.
Yeah, if they take him out of the game.
The Yorkshire Ripper out here for Kyle.
Wait, what happened?
Who did you do it with? Bet what?
My bookie. Dog shit. Just a dog shit site. But when you're in America, you gotta I'm glad they don't join us for our shows because I could not support them. Be like, yeah, your site fucking sucks, dude. I hate your site.
That's the type of feedback they need.
Well, it's true. They pull it down when it's not beneficial. The numbers aren't up early enough. You can't get team totals or props until Friday afternoon. That's a joke. You go to Bet Online. We have Dave Mason on. Every other Tuesday. They have that shit. I can get a team total or a prop bet from Bet Online on Monday afternoon.
Watch this. Love this. That's great defense. Because Higgins was going to pick up 25 yards there. Look. Whoa. My son is the most laid back. He's a golfer and he's the laid back boy in the world. He'd be sleeping now.
He'd be out of it, Flash.
He wouldn't be interested. He'd be like, I'll see in the morning. He was like that last night. He had, his last player was Landry. He said
he went off.
He was like,
Jarvis.
Hey, I love that T. Higgins breakup right there, by the way, as well. Your son, we're rooting for your son. He's going to do well. And next week, I want to see his full roster. I'm going to help him out.
I told you.
I'm going to personally. Well, you can't just. You think I'm going to remember every player you told me?
Yes,
of course not.
I bet you could recite it already.
Maybe. I probably could, but
no doubt. Have a bit more faith in yourself, because I'm not telling you again.
Son of a bitch! I want to see the picture in front of me.
Grey Goose, man. I love
Carl, we signed my bookie.
Yes, I saw that one. I wonder who's responsible for that message. In my bookie, man, they're letting me down. I do like their little casino games when you go into the slot machine.
Get that shovel out.
Yeah. Just start throwing your money away. The automated blackjack table. Sometimes I'm bored though. It's nice to have a little bit of fun and do that. But otherwise, I mean, their lines just. I'm sorry, you guys aren't keeping up with Dave Mason and my boy Larry from Wager Web, so I'm gonna be pissed.
I went to Walmart today. Right. First of all, there was no air conditioning on, and
They have Walmart in Costa Rica.
Right. Listen, Walmart. Right.
What?
Do they just find the biggest open space they possibly can and put as much shit in there as they possibly can?
That's great.
Yep. It's like horrendous. Give me Price Mart every single day of the week. People go
They just load up bananas for Flash down there at Walmart.
honest to God. And the other thing is, you've got 1 million staff, right? And yeah, it looks like people have just run in there on Black Friday and everything's thrown everywhere and the toys are all over the shop. It's almost like, yeah, just grab what you can and leave what you. No, I like things to be neat. Anyway,
Gringos go in there and mess the place up.
well, my missus is really into Hawaii stuff, and she sees she's wanted this Hawaii watch. Oh, that was it then, wasn't it? Oh, killed.
Well, you go to Walmart where I'm from. I mean, it's a very small podunk town. You go to Walmart here, you see women and men who should not be wearing the things that they're wearing. Like,
I saw one geezer today. He had a Star Wars mask and a Star Wars T-shirt, and he must have been nearly 50.
Woo! And I bet you it was too small for him, right? Some skin hanging out.
I love Boba Fett.
Yeah, I love Boba Fett. Exactly. Hey, first of all, we're not going to sit here and disparage Boba Fett. Like, there's some good things happening in Mandalorian. What the hell is wrong with you?
It's going to be separate, though. I heard it was going to be separate, though, Kyle, for Boba Fett.
No, it's not separate. Again, it's the book of the Mandalore. So they go chapter by chapter. The first two chapters were the book of Din. Now it's going to be Boba Fett. Din will go to the
Why have you just sucked in? You're back.
You know, it's like,
He just gone, right.
It's like someone's trying to piss me off in here.
No, it's really been like
Unbelievable. The Mandalorian was a fantastic season. Where's our Mandalorian fans in the chat box? Because I don't know if you guys have watched it, but I mean, the one thing I was disappointed by is, like, did it have to be Luke Skywalker? Are we fucking kidding? Like, we've dealt enough with
Luke Star Wars.
Luke Skywalker's the worst Jedi of all of them. By far.
He's the legend. Luke is the legend.
No, he's the whiny ass son of Darth Vader who has daddy issues. Okay. Terrible actor. Doesn't make any sense why he had that sort of power. Ahsoka Tano would slice Luke Skywalker into 45 pieces. Like, get the hell. Luke Skywalker is
Luke Skywalker's the Michael Jordan of.
Oh, that's just going to piss me off. That is just going to piss me off. I will not accept that. That is absolutely ridiculous. His dad was awesome. Thank God for Darth Vader. Luke Skywalker, baby back bitch. There we go.
Probably the greatest name, though.
Horrible. Luke Skywalker, terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Like in the movie Black Knight, Skywalker.
Oh, how dare you. Well, Skywalker, and so it makes sense for the story because Luke trains future Jedi after episode 6, and that sort of leads into why his nephew turned into, Kylo Ren. There's a lot of stuff there. Someone talking about Anthony Joshua, by the way, is a fraud. Tyson Fury is going to stomp on Anthony Joshua.
It's like good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
He's going to win tonight, by the way.
Anthony Joshua is not good, and he doesn't even have, like, legit knockout power. He got dominated by Ruiz. Boxing's my favorite sport of all. Like, I love boxing more than the NFL. Anthony Joshua is a horrible heavyweight champion. He is going to get stomped by Tyson Fury. He would get knocked out by Deontay Wilder. Anthony Joshua is mentally soft. He's slow. No.
The Gypsy King.
Yeah, the Gypsy King's going to kick his ass. I love Tyson Fury. I fucking love Tyson Fury.
That's 55.
All right. We just need more Gio Bernard. It's all about Gio Bernard.
Claypool. I need
Claypool. We need a Claypool touchdown.
I need three receptions and 3 yards, and that's a treble. Claypool treble.
How many catches does Claypool have?
One for 37.
That's it?
39, yeah.
Steelers found the running game, Flash.
Yeah, I think Floyd Mayweather is probably the best boxer we've seen in the last 50 years outside of Sugar Ray Leonard. He took 0 damage.
By this young kid.
Are you kidding me? You're joking, right? How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? Do I think Canelo could beat Wilder? No, they're 100 pounds apart. Wilder would knock his head into the 7th row. Like, you guys aren't boxing fans. You guys are not. You guys don't know
They're
anything
my
about
type of
boxing, right?
boxing fans with those questions.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's the dumbest question I've heard. Floyd Mayweather took the fewest damage while also being sneaky powerful. That's why people wouldn't rush him for it. Floyd Mayweather is undefeated for a reason.
Oh.
No, he was never getting it.
Canelo can beat Wilder. Canelo lost to Floyd Mayweather at 155 pounds, dude. Deontay Wilder would knock his head like to places you would never find it. Are you kidding me? Get the hell out of here.
Might be
Didn't Golovkin beat his ass? Who beat his ass and got robbed? Was it Golovkin?
Who beat Canelo? Yeah, it was Triple G. He won the first fight. They called it. They called it a draw.
I second with boxing after that.
The second fight, Canelo won barely. I scored that one a draw as well. The first one, Canelo beat him. There's just no doubt about it. But like Canelo fought this weekend against some Callum Smith or something like that. Just fucking boxing. Fucking boxing.
This is a heavyweight. We've got another heavyweight coming through in the UK. Corey.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he looks good, but it's too early because, I mean, all it takes is one bad matchmaker. But you know, he's there.
Oh, what a great catch, son! What a great catch.
What's bad is the heavyweight fight that got the most, flair, the most coverage was Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Barely anyone even knew that Anthony Joshua just fought. You know what I mean? Like, no one even fucking knew.
They got a huge pay-per-view buys for that, too.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Hey, Claypool, touchdown, right?
No. It looked like an incomplete pass, but no one's challenging it.
Oh, come on.
It was no game.
Oh, God damn it. Big Ben. Come on.
Damn, Boswell, 30-30 versus the Bengals. That's pretty
good.
It's
now 27.
Damn it.
27 points. We need 2 touchdowns to get over the 40.
Good. Steelers 10 straight. Steelers now favored in the game.
Wait, who scored the touchdown?
No, field goal.
Oh, field goal.
Just gonna have a look at the matchups next week.
How is Canelo's head movement can cause serious? You cannot compare a middleweight to what
he might wear him out though, Kyle.
Oh, he's pissing me off. That's just pissing me off. Absolute. Unless you're trying to trigger me, then good job. You did a good job. But if you're serious,
of course,
if you're serious, you have absolutely no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, here we go. So he's got Minnesota. So he's got the Vikings versus the Saints. So he's got Dalvin Cook, right?
3-1
now, right?
That's a bad matchup actually against New Orleans for Dalvin Cook.
Dalvin Cook, right? Then he's got Tampa Bay, and he's got
Marvin Jones. It's a good play. Tampa Bay secondary is god awful.
Okay. Then he's got. Let's have a look. No Jets, no Cleveland.
Let's look for Jarvis Landry and Tyler Lockett. So Seattle against the Rams. I'm actually concerned a little bit about Tyler Lockett in that game. Jarvis Landry, Cleveland against the Jets. So you're going to want to lock in Jarvis Landry.
Tell you what, though, he's got Travis Kelce against the Falcons.
There you go. That's money.
Yeah, that is money. Rams, Seattle. See, he's got the Rams defense, Lockett, and so at least he's got to keep Lockett in there because if Seattle score points.
That's the thing. That LA Rams secondary is one of the best in the NFL, if not the best. And Vinny Pazienza was a fantastic. I used to love the Vinny Pazienza fights. Of course, I did. Vinny Pazienza.
Pretty good.
I'll tell you what he has got that might come up trumps for him. He's got the Buffalo kicker.
Tyler Bass. Tyler Bass.
Yeah.
We got Floyd Mayweather versus Jorge Masvidal.
What the fuck is going on in here? No, he's not fighting Jorge Masvidal. What is going on?
Yeah. We got a lot of Don Kings out here making deals.
Vinny, who was the guy that Vinny Pazienza fought 3 times? Who was that guy? It was I love those fights. No, it wasn't Duran. It was someone else.
Who?
Vinny Pazienza. It was someone that they were great. It's something the Tiger Lopez or something. It was something Tiger Lopez. I swear to God.
Teofimo?
No, not Teofimo. Get that. What? And that was a bad win for him, by the way, over Vasily Lomachenko. Lomachenko started way too late. I didn't understand the strategy in that fight because Lomachenko is clearly more talented.
It said he fought Duran at least twice. Pazienza Duran 1, Pazienza Duran 2.
That's not the guy. There's something. I swear it was Tony the Tiger Lopez. Was it Tony the Tiger Lopez?
Oh, nobody in the backfield. No, he's just going to come out chucking it. He's coming out chucking it, and he's not gone in.
It had to be Tony the Tiger Lopez. That's who it is. It's Tony the Tiger Lopez. Hold on, let me look it up. Vinny Pazienza versus Tony the Tiger Lopez. That's what rings a bell here. And we don't call Roberto Duran. He's Manos de Pietro. Hands of stone.
He fought him twice.
Manos de Pietro.
I don't even see a Tiger. I saw Roger Mayweather he fought.
Floyd's uncle. There you go.
Joe Frazier Jr.
Really? Not Tony the Tiger Lopez? I swear it was Tony the Tiger Lopez.
Joe Bogner.
Wait, what?
Joe Bogner, do you remember him?
Hmm.
He fought in the 70s. Oh, is that your man?
I wasn't 45 in the 70s like you two, okay?
Or the other fella?
I'm just kidding.
NG.
I don't think anybody. The Borgata didn't even take a wager on the Jets till like 20 minutes before the game started all weekend.
Who the hell did Tony the Tiger Lopez fight then? Damn it.
I think it was
Who just ran that last one? Trevion Williams. They took Bernard out of the game now, have they?
I hope not.
Nah, the Bengals still got the ball.
Oh, okay. No flag. 3 and out again.
Here come the Steelers. Roy Jones Jr. Vinny Paz fought Roy Jones Jr. Got knocked out.
Yeah, they all did. Oh, okay. So I'm looking. Yeah. Tony the Tiger Lopez. So they all fought the same people. It must have been Duran. You must be right. You must be right.
Donnie, I tell you the problem with these Steelers now is they've only got one receiver downfield, and it's Higgins.
Yeah, they don't have much to work with now.
No, AJ Green's like coming short and one going long.
This is crazy. I can't.
There's going to be a flag for that, surely.
Hector Camacho.
Hector Camacho, he was good. What about Chavez?
Chavez fought Tony the Tiger Lopez. I'm reading about that fight right now. He lost in the 10th round via TKO.
17-17 after this, and all of a sudden, all the props are looking good.
Okay, so Tiger the Lopez fought John Molina, who was another good fight. So you're probably right. It must have been Duran that I was thinking of.
Sure.
Busy Pazienza. Didn't he come back after a layoff as well and fight later in his career? Like, was it against Sugar Ray?
Like 15 years ago.
Was it against Sugar Ray or Hagler?
I thought it was in 04.
He fought Sugar Ray or Hagler, right? It was one of those.
I don't think he fought either one of those guys.
Yes, he did. He fought them both. I know he fought them both.
Well, Tommy Hearns was around that time as well, wasn't it? The four of them.
Hey, if you're just sitting there bored and you're looking for a great boxing match, Tommy Hearns versus Marvin Hagler, great 3 round.
Oh yeah,
they just beat the shit out of each other for 3 rounds, and then Hagler knocks him out. You know.
Yep, it's an amazing fight.
But there's also more with Hagler. Was it Hagler Hearns or it went for about 15 rounds.
That's Hagler and Sugar Ray, and that was after Sugar Ray came back. So you remember Sugar Ray left. He came back after like a 26-month layoff or something, and he won the decision against Hagler. They all said there's no way he can withstand the beating of Marvin Hagler, and he came back and beat the – I wouldn't say beat the – I mean, that was such a great time for boxing. I mean, my God.
Yeah, it was the golden era.
Yep.
Should. Tiburon saying check out the documentary for Sugar Ray and –
Manos de Pietro.
Yep. Tito Trinidad. I remember Tito Trinidad when Bernard Hopkins knocked him out of Madison Square Garden. We were going nuts.
Oh, man. Tito Trinidad. So remember he had those Oscar De La Hoya fights, right? And then Sugar Shane Mosley. He was the most feared. And Bernard Hopkins beat him up so badly.
In hostile territory, man.
That's correct.
That's his home arena.
That's
Don
correct.
Curry?
Who?
Don Curry.
Don?
Don Curry in the early 80s.
Interesting. Don Curry.
He smashed up Colin Jones. He had like a 15-inch, well, 15, maybe 3-inch gash across his face.
Donald Sample, you're talking about.
Well, if it was Don Curry.
When I was watching a thing that
It was Donald Sample.
Where one of the boxers, young up and coming, was a white boxer. He got beat up by like a journeyman because they tainted his gloves and ended his career. Ended up killing himself because he had to end his boxing career. I can't remember what the guy's name was.
Curry versus Jones. Donald Curry.
Was that his name?
Donald Curry. Donald Sample. Donald Curry. Sure. He fought Terry Norris, right? If I remember correctly, and he lost to Terry Norris, who was sort of a contender for a few years there.
Who was the geezer who was fighting? Who beat Nassim Hamed?
Prince Nassim Hamed, Sugar Shane Mosley.
That guy, yeah.
Stomped him. A lot of people beat.
And was it Kevin Kelly as well? He was a good fighter, wasn't he? At that time.
It was Billy Collins Jr. was the guy's name.
Okay, third and one.
Here we go. We got Big Ben. What do we got, Big Ben?
No.
Let me pull up the Prince Nassim fights.
Kevin Kelly. He got knocked down about 3 times by Kevin Kelly and got up.
Yes. Remember how explosive Prince Nassim was? Like, oh, there's no way he could lose.
I saw him when he was 15-year-old.
He just couldn't get it done.
He took a while to get in the ring.
There was a couple guys, like Shane Mosley, too, was undefeated, but there was that dude. He's now dead. He lost to twice. I'm trying to remember who it was.
Not Zab Judah.
Not Zab Judah. It was.
Who was the guy who had tainted gloves? I think against Mosley too. Didn't somebody cheat Mosley and beat?
Yeah, his eyes were burning in the thing, and they found him.
What was his name? Yeah, what was his name?
With the tainted gloves.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! It's gonna come to me. Just give me a second. I'll remember that one.
Pretty famous boxer, Margarito.
Yeah, Antonio Margarito. Remember, he was on the rise. He lost to Mayweather. Remember, they put him up against Mayweather. Did all that shit. And then, there's Neil the security right there. Yeah, Antonio Margarito, Miguel Cotto. That's the other guy we're thinking of.
Oh, Cotto, yeah. Miguel Cotto.
But remember, his eyes were just burning. Remember, he's like, my eyes, they're burning. He's like, I did nothing. They found out he was there. Man, good Lord.
Okay, who's he got in the backfield this time?
I don't know here. We just need some more yardage out of Gio Bernard. Come on. Get off the field, Steelers. Get the fuck out of here.
Gio picked up about 5 right there.
Was that him, though? Yeah, 41.
So he's at 41 yards?
Yeah.
So I need 19 fucking yards for a huge win. All right. 2 seconds. I'll be right back, gentlemen.
Break it.
Two yards we need for Claypool. 3 for a win, 2 for a push.
Let's see what we got here. No, I think Gio Bernard just carried that last ball.
He did, yeah. And again. And again, this time for like maybe 9, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what he's got now.
It should take him up to 50.
Yep. Ooh, it's getting close.
It is.
Where did it go?
48. They gave him 7 on that. And he's got 16, so that's what he wanted, wasn't it? Or did he want 14?
I think it was 16, wasn't it?
No, 60.
Yeah. Gio. Needs 12 yards. Just needs to boss one loose.
Oh, he got T. Higgins there.
Yeah, he can't be doing that. Nice play by the kid. Wow.
Yeah, that's another one for T. Higgins.
Oh, salud. Nah, Gio's running, man. Gio's running. Yep, 7. Oh, who's down? Oh, boy. Is that Nelson? Who's that?
Number 97, is it?
Can't see
No.
the
Oh,
number.
Alan.
Can't see the number.
Alan.
Boom. Yeah. That's a shoulder
Oh,
shot.
that's his arm there. It's amazing, though, that he's only got one target down the field and they can't cover him.
Let's see what we got here.
AJ Green.
It's got a little delay here. Steelers getting 1.5 now, over 40.5 and a +1.
It's exactly the same as where we was at the beginning. I thought T. Higgins was number 18. Was it AJ Green?
Yeah, AJ's 18.
Right.
T's 88, 80. He's an 80 number, isn't he?
T. Higgins is 85.
85. There you go. Yeah.
Hey, by the way, I remember the guy that beat Shane Mosley twice. It was Vernon Forrest. I actually saw that one, the second one at Pachanga Resort and Casino down there in Temecula. I used to live like 5 minutes away from there. So there we go. I remembered it while I was
You only need 12 yards, by the way.
Giovanni Bernard.
12.
Oh, come on. Come on, baby.
And I think we got a little offside here as well, haven't we?
I love that we got to talk boxing in this. I love talking boxing.
Offside. Full start. Come on.
Come on, Gio Bernard. Just one carry. Just
it.
get a missed assignment. Just get it.
Just want 3 yards out of Chase Claypool.
Oh, that's right. We need to chase Claypool, too. I think we get there because they have to throw the ball. They got to throw the ball to get back in this game.
Yeah. Ryan Finley's at 89, so I'd want him to not throw for 98 yards.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
And under 34 and a half.
Come on, Gio Bernard. Let's do this. I'll cash it out. It'll only take about, 2 or 3 weeks to get here. No big deal.
Yep.
That's all right.
But I'm better off going and picking it up for you.
Let's go.
Fourth quarter. Hold your fingers up.
Bernard at 48 yards. 12 more yards.
Right, just toilet.
Toilet.
He's going to get it. He's going to get it, right? Unless I just see Samaje Perine on the field for the rest of the game.
Let's see what we got coming out here. Gets quiet here without Flash's fan in the background.
I know, right? Oh, I didn't even know Flash left.
Yeah, Ebron's done. Ebron's done.
So looking at next week, I think I got to sit down and figure out these playoff scenarios, right? Because there's going to be teams with nothing to play for, right?
Yeah, it's an interesting because usually I always say week 17 is my easiest week to bet because you know who's in, who's out, and you can really steal lines because those original lines come out based on everybody playing, and when you know a quarterback's going to sit, the issue now is how you're still jockeying for position, but those 2 number 1 seeds, they'll be locked up.
Right. And how much does the rest of it matter?
Exactly.
Because there's no fans. So you're just trying to avoid weather at this point, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's hard. Because when I look at this week, too, because you have the 1 o'clock game, which is huge. The Washington football team, Redskins, whatever, plays Carolina.
Yeah.
If Washington wins that game, that knocks out Philadelphia and Dallas from the playoffs at 425. Like before the game even kicks off, they're both out, which is interesting because you got guys like Leighton Vander Esch is real banged up. If they're in the playoffs, he'll probably try to give it a go. He's having a very good year, but still, another guy down on the totem pole. Also, DB and Michael Gallup on the outside. The one thing with the Eagles is they'll probably still go full go. So if you have a Dallas team that's down, like some guys on that defense who already stinks, Jalen Hurts should be able to move the football, man. But you're right. Now you actually have to look at like what the deal with the playoffs finally is.
Yeah, that makes it a little interesting, right? You almost live bet a lot of it.
Like why would Zeke play this week if Dallas is out of it?
Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. Well, I will say this: he would play because Mike McCarthy's an absolute moron, so he'll probably, play him anyways. I mean, that's the only way you could think of. The Eagles, I get, because you want to get Jalen Hurts as comfortable as possible in here. And honestly, if I'm the Eagles at this point, I'm out. I put Carson Wentz in against a bad defense and make him look as good. No, you make him look as good as possible.
He can't be good. You can't be good unless you can run. You can't be good behind that offensive line.
They have to trade him because they want to trade him, right?
Yeah, but that's not going to do anything. It'll end up making it worse because he doesn't want to play right now. And there goes Gio Bernard. Ooh, for a nice run.
Oh, come on.
I mean, it wasn't quite 10, but it was a good 7-8 yard run.
Okay, so I need 4 or 5 yards. That's it?
Let me see when it pops up. It'll pop up.
Holy shit. Here we go. If anyone took that bet, plus 5,500, guys, let the powers that be know. Send them an email. Tell them how much you love sbrpicks.com/NFL.
Did you get it?
He got 7. We're close. We're close. We're close, Flash. We are close to the
57 yards.
Oh my God! I need 3 yards. 3 yards out of Giovanni Bernard.
We only got 1. He just got 1.
Oh, son of a bitch! Come on.
Dang.
2 yards, and then what you want is no lost yardage, right? In the fourth, some late 5 yard loss. No.
Oh, Gio's limping coming out of the game. Oh my God.
Oh, son of a bitch!
Nah, he's not.
He's staying in. He's in. Oh, I've got 58.
58. We need 2 yards, folks. 2 yards and a plus 5,500 bet that we gave you on the Monday night show. You're welcome. That's pretty damn cool. That is pretty damn cool.
Oh, we got it.
He's got it. He's got it.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
There we go. So we're doing
and now he's coming out the game holding his arm.
Hey, nobody took that bet, Scott. I'm sorry. I'm just one man with one dream. I gave it to you.
Now you want him out of the game.
I gave it to you, baby.
Look, it's amazing. This guy used to play hockey. Now he's in the chat box yelling at Kyle.
There we go. Yell away.
Now you want him out because you don't get you don't want him to lose 3 yards.
What a goddamn play. There you go.
It would be great. Like you're saying, Combat Sports says Bernard just pulled a hamstring. That would be wonderful if he pulled a hamstring.
Yeah,
wasn't able to come
that's all I want. Please pull it. Pull it horribly. Do not come back in this game.
Exactly.
Finley's now rushing.
Look at this. Go ahead, Cincinnati. I'm actually rooting for Cincinnati now. Let's go.
Hey, so don't let me forget this, by the way. We're going to give away $100 next week. Don't let me forget because I have a tendency to forget these things. So let's write this down.
I forget it right now. Yep.
Yeah, let me write it down.
I'm give it away. Not next Monday night's game, week 17's Monday night game.
Oh, yeah, that would be a good one. That's going to be a great Monday night contest on.
No. Even better, pick someone and put it on a prop.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, we'll come up with some ideas, but I'm going to give away the $100 because I already promised. So,
what percentage? You could turn the 100 into 300. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, what they want to trust me with the prop?
Getting outside. P rides in,
Woo!
Well, put it on their prop.
Oh, I see.
You're a Bengals fan. You're watching this game. Aren't you pissed off you're going to win?
Of course. Well, it doesn't matter because everyone else has 4 wins, so you can win this one and still be safe.
So now we want a touchdown.
There'll still be the third pick.
Steelers get a trash touchdown. 41. As long as you don't listen. He's on 89 yards, Finley. Come on then, baby. Just a 98 to go. Oh, he's rushed it. He's got it. He's going to get it. Finley rushed. Oh, touchdown.
Oh, wow.
There we go.
It's 34.
Lamar Jackson out here.
Come on, Ben.
Wow.
Ben's
a regular Lamar Jackson.
Boy.
There we go.
Who wanted the pain on the team total tonight, boy? Boom, bang, bing.
I tell you what.
I always Donnie's the one that keeps me informed of the pain team totals because, if it
wasn't, I actually didn't take this one. I took yesterday's Jets one for a little bit, but I was like, I'll do some other things. But when you see these numbers like 10.5, again, they're still professional football players.
It's like what we said about the just blind over 14 and never give up 2 goals to 2-14. Yeah, you can't do it.
You're right.
You did blind. We used to say it all. Who was the team last year? Miami, wasn't it? It was Miami last year, and it was Jets this year. But that's brilliant now because I got over 40 for a nice whole one, under 187, under 34.5 yards long, which you ain't going to be throwing it out. Claypool over 18's already in, and now we just want Claypool 3 yards and 3 receptions. And it's got to
go.
And then 6. That would be 6. Come on, then.
I think they did throw the game.
Did Pittsburgh throw the game? No, I just think that they play scared.
Ben's drive here coming up. Let's see.
I just want a touchdown. Get the touchdown. That's 41, and that's another one in the bag.
Bada bing, bada boom. It's a money-making night here on the Monday Night Show. SBRpicks.com/NFL. We're contractually obligated to say that multiple times.
Yeah, subscribe. Press the button, ring the bell.
Oh yeah, hit subscribe. You know,
Is there anybody? Is there anybody watching in the chat who hasn't subscribed?
No way. They would never do that. That's disrespectful.
We're going to be at $100,000 by next week.
I asked, and I had some people say to me that they absolutely love the shows, but they don't want NBA and MLB coming on, and probably likewise, people don't want soccer to be alerted all the time. You know
what?
They only like certain shows.
Those are the ones I like the most. The ones that you're not an expert in. That's why you tune in for the other experts, so you can have some fun throughout the year. Like there's always something to bet on.
Well, we're just about to go. We're getting really busy. I mean, we've got Serie A and La Liga tomorrow and Wednesday. Then it's Premier League show on Wednesday because Boxing Day. I mean, next week I've got two shows Monday, 2 Tuesday, 3 Wednesday.
Good Lord.
I know it's because it's New Year and Boxing Day and that Christmas period where they play Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's great. When I get up early enough, I love to tune in for that soccer show because you guys are fired up, ready to rock and roll.
You like me when
I even try to join the chat box once in a while. I try to come in there and have some fun.
Because I asked him, he was going to see how a real presenter does it.
In fairness, I do that because Flash threatened me. He, was gonna beat me up when I come down there. So I go in there, I join for a few minutes. Yada yada.
Oh, we really appreciate it.
No, they do a great job. I don't, besides the few Premier League teams and like Bayern Munich and yada yada. I know the basic stuff as a casual soccer fan. And I'm like other games when they're like, hey man, I love this one. When they all agree, I smashed the button and I've won 3 weeks in a row. Like I've ordered Sizzler that night. I'm like, won a few $100 off this bet, threw a unit on it. They know what they're talking about.
We try to make it fun as well by just ripping the piss.
No, I have a lot of fun, and you guys do a great job.
Like to rip Tancredi.
Yeah, I love it.
Tancredi's the best, man. He's so fun. He freezes up. He's in the middle of some sort of damn, crisis. He's like in a parking lot. Like
He's a roving reporter, isn't he?
It's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
He joined one of my shows late because he was doing a CNN, and then he was a little bit late because he was doing Al Jazeera. It was after Diego died.
Holy shit! That's amazing.
He's well renowned.
Yeah, he is. Tancredi is he's legit. He's legit. He is legit. And I love, I learned a little Romanian from Alex. I love all that. Like I'm in on that when I get up early enough,
It's a really good balanced show because obviously I play. Tan's been like journalist in European soccer, European football for like the best part of 20 odd years. And Alex is like a real numbers man in football.
Yeah. Is Tan our most famous SBR guy besides Donnie?
Huh?
He might be. Flash, Donnie, and Tan, they're up there, for the
By the way, didn't Alex have has a tape floating around where he was like in a boy band?
Yep.
Who's Alex?
Alex, yeah.
Definitely part of a boy band.
I swear to God. God.
I could see Alex going, Baby,
Ask,
bye, 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 bye.
ask him, like Romanian television, like he was in like a boy band, like singing, like as if it was like American Bandstand back in the day.
Oh, I bet you he did. I need
I'm
to see
telling
that video. If you have it,
Ooh,
let's hit him up.
right now.
Where is Alex? Where's
the
our boy Alex at?
Ask him.
What time is it
It's
in
not a
Romania
big
right
program.
now? What time is it?
Oh no, it'd be like
Romania.
5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, morning. Yep, wake him up.
Yeah, get his ass up. Let's see that boy band video. Get it out here live.
Yep. I'm getting Natalie to call him.
Schuster.
Alex, will you please come on the show with the boys?
We want to see your boy band video. It's fucking beautiful.
Can the Steelers get this touchdown for flag?
Well, he's in no rush. I'll tell you what, he just needs to, any chance, just throw the clay ball, get me 3 yards, please.
Come on.
Steelers playing hard. I can't believe that the Bengals are playing this well. This is outrageousness.
Especially, there'd have been a few people that took the Bengals tonight as well after what happened with the Jets.
In the division, man. Lay double digits on the road in division.
Yeah, you just don't do it.
Whack them.
God, I cannot believe the Gio Bernard prop hit. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing.
And they took him out
And
again.
moving it.
And they took him out. I mean, that's a plus 5,500, guys. Subscribe.
Yeah, exactly. Press the button, ring the bell.
I mean, even a broken clock's right twice a day, but I'm going to act like I'm a genius all week long. I don't even care what happens the rest of the week. Come on, Claypool.
Take your time, Big Ben. Take your time out here.
That's it. Yeah. Don't go too fast.
Yeah. All right, let's see what we got here. 8:35 on the clock.
Oh my God. Oh, watch this on it.
Oh, that's a big drop. Yeah.
It's a massive drop for the over.
Good ball, Big Ben.
Just threw it anyway, didn't he?
It's crazy, man.
For Johnson, I can't believe that prop was priced so high either. That's why we take it. That's why we work all day long. I sit here, and if I'm resting for even a second, Donnie's like, hey, you're working, right? You're looking at the props every minute.
He didn't even answer today.
Yeah, I was so busy because Donnie was running me ragged.
Yep.
I couldn't even look at I was actually at the grocery store. I was in pajamas and too tired at that. I had to get
You
the
went
little.
to the grocery store in your pajamas?
Yeah, I always do. Oh,
it's like a
Tree.
tiny town, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just shameful. I just do what I want because I'm like a local celebrity. You know, I work for SBR. Come on.
Injury Bengals. Steelers getting 7.5 minus 185.
It's amazing.
That's unbelievable.
It really is. It's fucking crazy.
Wow, for the night.
Oh. And I think your son has moved on pretty safely here, right?
Yeah.
8 minutes to go.
He's feeling it.
And he's got the lad he's up against. His star men are like Kamara and Mahomes.
Is he friends with the lad he's up against, or can we talk shit to him?
No.
Does he hate him?
Oh, that was the other thing. He had the lad. His best friend, who's in the other semi-final, was 24 points down, and I think he had the Steelers' defense. So is the Steelers' defense not done much, is it?
Nah.
It's had a few
They've given up 24 points. No,
but they've sacked twice.
No defensive scores.
No interceptions.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, doesn't matter.
I just don't know how many points.
Let's go, Steelers.
So we'll have to bring him on, talk some shit against the opponents next week. Send the whole lineup over. I'll do some real digging down. I'll send the matchups over. Let's get him that victory.
Yeah.
Let's get Flash Jr. that victory. Hey, does Flash have the same haircut? Does Flash Jr. have the same haircut as you?
No. We will do in about 15 years.
Oh, that's funny.
He's the most laid-back man in the world. We used to say that if a bomb went off next to him, he'd be like, he'd just yawn. He'd be like, You should see him. He used to come up 18, and everyone used to be standing outside the clubhouse, and people would go, "Oh, how do you think Callum's got on?" And look at each other and go, "Well, you'd never know." You know what I mean? You would just never know because it's like Claypool, that's over.
There we go.
Boom.
There we go.
Chase is grabbing.
Claypool hit. Seen in the chat box as well. Look at the chat box, by the way, knowing what we
You've got over your 46, I think.
They know what it is. It's up there. It's sliding through there. I should add
it all sliding the bottom. And the thing is,
good on props tonight, man. We really did.
We smashed them.
I think I can hit six big ones.
We absolutely smashed the props tonight. I mean,
Claypool again. I want one more.
There we go.
Claypool, one more.
So that puts him at 4 catches now, right? Or 5?
No, 3.
We need him at 4.
Yes.
He's at least going to get another direction. Yep.
3 for 54. I want one more.
There we go. So we need one more. And then I think if we do that, every prop we gave hits, right?
Oh, yeah, apart from my little third of a unit ones.
Oh, that
plus 550, plus 150s, and plus 300s.
We made up for that with the plus 5,500. We're good.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I'll go with my 6 main props. They all hit. They will all hit. If we get over
absolutely beautiful. And yeah, we get the touchdown. We get the over 40.5.
Finlay under 187.
Finley there. He's not there. I mean, why would they even, I guess if the Steelers somehow get it remotely dangerous, they throw the ball, but they're not going to throw it much.
Right? And under 34.5 longest completion.
Yep. Here we go.
I need this touchdown. That gets us over 40. Oh, no. Got to go for it, though, haven't they? It's 4 down territory.
You would think so.
Steeler running game.
That's the problem.
They got to go for it, though, Flash. They're not kicking a field goal. So.
Yeah, they're not kicking a field goal. That's not going to happen.
4. But why are they not going to screen there?
The only problem with Pittsburgh,
they actually ran the ball. They did the right thing there, Flash. 4 down territory, 3rd and 1, run the football. Because if you get stopped or a half,
you don't run into the side. You run down the middle.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, he tried to bust it out like a dummy. So
yeah,
but that was the right play call. I don't disagree with that.
That's actually the one. So now what you worry about, like normally the Pittsburgh on 3 and 1, they'll do like a super weird screenplay. How much money did you win the prop? So I took $20 and won 1,020. It was plus 5,500. So
there's a flag, don't worry, on the goal line. Yes.
Claypool.
Got it.
Oh, there you go. You got it. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, we got it, boys. We got the 4 catches.
He didn't score. He didn't score yet, but it should be 1st and goal at the 1.
Yeah. Snell.
William Jackson taking on
Johnson. Look, he's all over him. So that'll be over 40. Yep. And if he was to he's going to run it. You know, he's going to run it up the middle, but still, we'll take the over 41.
Go.
Over 40. Bang. I know it's my 2-unit play as well in the SBR.
There we go.
So I end up 3 and 3, but 4 and 3 in units.
Get the double down, yeah.
Yeah, in you go, boy.
What a great night. So we had a shitty game, turning lemons into lemonade, went backwards, what everyone thought, and bada bing, bada boom. There you go.
So at the moment,
we need the extra point, right? Make sure the extra point is made.
Yeah, the extra point.
Yeah, but Tom will probably go for 2, some analytical nonsense.
Yeah, you need this extra point, and it's not a guarantee.
It is. I mean, 7. Listen, 7.
Chris Boswell is not a guarantee.
From a chip shop.
I'm telling you, he's not. He's not a guarantee. Chris
Boswell
is not an elite kicker.
All right, that's 40. So so as we look across the bottom, just tick them off because 5 are nailed on now.
Bing, bing.
I cannot believe Gio Bernard hit that. That is so fucking awesome.
Over 40, tick. Finley under 887, tick. We're waiting for the 34. I don't know about the other one. Did you take them off then?
Yep, watch this. All winners.
No, we want one more completion for Claypool for 6 out of 6.
There we go. Exactly. Oh boy. Name calling in the chat box. Good Lord.
People are angry.
I don't. So stop being happy, Raekwon Smith. That's right. I mean, we're not allowed to use slurs here. Come on, guys. Like, wake up. It's
Smith
2020.
said not over 40 yet. I thought it was 41 now.
If they made the extra point,
They did.
they made the extra point. Okay, yeah, you're at 41. Everything's good. I wasn't looking. I was opening the next beer. I was trying to hit the over 6.5 beers. You know what I mean?
Fred Johnson said that was uncatchable. Well, of course it was, because he had a geezer on his back.
Don't let me forget to give away. We got to make sure we know who's in the chat tonight and give it away to our favorite person next week. Totally biased.
Yeah.
Harry Doherty, yes, Claypool. Yes, my boy.
Yeah, no, I lost it the first half 20 and Pittsburgh live bet, but
yeah,
it wasn't prop bets. That's what we're talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey,
What a
Kylie, you're not
no
helping
prop.
your chances of. You're not helping your chances of winning. You don't point out when Donnie gets it wrong. You knock yourself out of contention to win the giveaway next week. Again, this is my own giveaway, so I can be as biased and as shitty as I want. So you better behave yourself.
Props. Winners.
Kyle, he's someone in the chat who is always on everybody's show, always retweets, likes our tweets. Is that Tiburon is the Mexican fella?
He's in the running to win next week. Tiburon is. When you support the show, again, I'm biased on this one. This is not random. This isn't anything. This is my choice. I'm giving away my own money here. So you better be fucking nice. You better hit that like button. And don't talk shit to my boys. Otherwise, you're probably going to be
props.
Yeah, props and props and props. Exactly. Rice on rice on rice. Let's go. Do not piss me off, or you don't have a chance to win.
I'll tell you what, I'm seeing the Bengals are definitely running it. They're not throwing this ball now. They're going
to end up getting beat.
They can't afford to be throwing it.
Camden Church, you just entered the giveaway just by commenting here and not being disrespectful. There you go. You're in. You're in the giveaway. Just join the show next week. You might win. I don't know.
Yep. And the best part about it is Kyle's not going to announce the winner until the last minute of the game. The last minute of last week's game. But I swear to you on my life, I am literally giving away that $100. I promise you I'm doing that. That's not a joke. I'm not making that up. It's not like a shtick. We are giving that away. So be part of the show this week. Bucks.
Yep. No, I'm going to give away $100 real dollars on PayPal. $100 real dollars on PayPal.
Brooke Bernard back.
Yeah,
you don't want him missing 5, do you? You don't want him like.
No, there you go. He got +4. Bang! He's running wild.
Tiburon he's working his way up the top of the leaderboard. Darren's still up there. Darren has paid flashy salary
winner
for the
Not
last
a single loss on the card tonight.
I don't think we had any losses, but I know we had a bunch of winners.
I didn't I? I mean, I had that.
No, you didn't.
Stevens every quarter plus 550.
Absolutely not. Every single thing we bet won tonight.
Don't know what you're talking about, Flash.
Yeah, you can't change the ticker at the bottom. It's not even done by us. It's just graded out all winners.
I don't do it. I'm not in charge of anything. It's a miracle I've survived 15 weeks. I mean, come on.
Look at Gio again. Boom. 9 yards total on this drive. You should have took it as a lightning bet, Kyle. Every yard he gets now is just plus like $100.
Oh my God. Can you imagine?
Yeah. That's points.
I don't like to be greedy, I don't like to be greedy. I like to just, But honestly, I want him to take him the hell out of the game. I don't want some 7-yard loss here, Like, let's just stop messing around. Take him out.
Yeah, like he mishandles the fumble, goes to pick it up, and runs all the way back.
Ooh, Fred Johnson. That's a great comment, and you just jumped up the leaderboard because Jimmy G is fucking handsome. There's no doubt about that. Thank you for that, Fred Johnson.
Bang. Where's this end up? Where's this end?
First down, isn't it?
Ooh, that's a good spot. How'd that guy see that from all the way back there? Finley is balling.
This actually turned out to be a pretty interesting game, right? We got to bag on the Steelers.
What ended up? Watch this, Donnie. What actually pushes him over the line?
Yeah. Yep. Gio came in there and flatlined him.
Of course, Gio Bernard's on fire tonight. That's why I called it.
Bush push. He's the Bush push right there.
I'm just talking shit. It's fun to talk shit too. My stepson didn't even join. I'm concerned that his mom asked me to make sure he showed up for Christmas.
You're going to get it all back, and they were like 150 to go or something.
Jimmy Stain's done.
Boy,
they're
boy.
They're going to punt and give him the opportunity to go down the field.
What a crazy game. From now on, that's like the first thing we're saying on every show. Biggest underdog, bet the money line, rock and roll.
Well, I mean, listen, it is what I was told very, very early. 40 is your number you always go over, unless obviously it's a snowstorm or something bonkers like that, and never give 2 scores to a home side in the NFL.
That's true.
Even though I was sitting here saying they're going to win by 20.
Oh, no. I mean, you can't – they have to play the game, right? And you can break down all the stats, everything else. But we've seen it plenty of times. But anyone that wants to give you grief for properly reading what these teams actually are and what they're good at and not good at, they're just not understanding the game.
Who wins the Heisman?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Who wins the Heisman? Does the Bama boy win it, or does Trevor Lawrence win it?
Trevor Lawrence isn't going to win it.
He's not going to. It's too easy. It's probably the Bama kid, you would think.
It's an odd award anymore.
Who cares? I mean, even back all the way back, we talked about it last week. Andre Ware won the Heisman.
Yeah.
Does anyone know who Andre Ware played for? Unless you're a degenerate like us, we know he got drafted by the Lions.
If you take a look at college football this year, right? Like other than getting COVID, like what did Trevor Lawrence do? Won every game he started. They're in the national title. You have a guy that's probably, since Peyton Manning, the best prospect that we've seen in 25 years. And yeah, you know what? It's not
Andrew Luck, maybe.
He's not Heisman. Way better. I mean,
better than Andrew Luck, really?
Was good. Oh, yeah, by far. And nobody was talking tank for Luck.
That's true. That's actually true.
Okay, you're going to punt.
Like when I think of the huge prospects, I think John Elway, Peyton Manning,
just look at
Andrew
the 3
Luck.
that came out last year: Herbert, Jalen Hurts,
Joe Burrow.
Yeah, but we weren't huge on
highly
that.
regarded, but he only had one good year. Like we saw Trevor coming for just.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Trevor, we've been talking about that before the draft.
Sophomore year.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think anyone was tank for Tua. They were before he got the hip injury, I guess.
Well, a lot of people said to me last year that Herbert would be better than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, and I'll say I was the other side. I was like, I think this is a mistake drafting Herbert this early because I've seen these Oregon quarterbacks. He's very Justin Herbert's very introverted, not outgoing, all that stuff. I didn't like him, and now I'm like, he's probably my favorite young quarterback right now. You watch Justin Herbert play, you're like, I mean, outside of the Mahomes and all that stuff, but the rookies, you're like, holy shit, this guy can play.
Give it 2 or 3 years.
I was wrong. I was dead wrong.
15 young quality QBs. I mean, you think about it, you got Allen, Mahomes, Jackson, then you got Hurts, hopefully he gets a good run, Burrow, Fields, Herbert, Tua. I mean, they can all sling it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Justin Herbert can really sling it. I was wrong about Justin Herbert. I'm willing to admit that.
You got Murray, Arkansas, the Cardinals, Arizona.
Yeah, Calamari.
Murray, was it Murray?
Calamari. We're gonna call him Calamari. I mean, I saw all that stuff. I was like,
come on, Chase. We want 1 completion for 6 out of 6.
And what's funny is the same fans who were like, "Oh, he's doing such a great job," are the same fans that hated him. Akeem Talib was a dirty player. Remember how dirty he was? Akeem Talib. He was a dirty player. He was like
snatch Crabtree's chain all the time.
Yeah, he was the Bill Romanowski of defensive backs, right? He was dirty, spitting in people's mouth. Just an awful sport. He was a fucking piece of shit as a player. But now, how dare you say he's a bad commentator? He's like, hey, man, that's man coverage, man. Hey, man, bad play, man.
Didn't him and his mom have a shootout in the street against people?
Yeah, his grandma shot somebody or something like that, or shot him. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so tired of that.
3rd and 10 with 2 minutes to go.
Damn, this is the game coming up here.
Yeah, and I need 1 completion. One completion.
Here we go. Can we get one more? Do we need one more to chase Claypool for 4?
Yeah, one.
Oh fuck.
We'll get it if we get the first down, and we're 4 down territory. So you're looking at maybe just get 8 here, you know.
I don't like when he's lined up over William Jackson on the right side, though. That's a bad matchup for him.
Yeah,
we
we
want
ain't
him
gonna go there.
We want him on the other side against LaShawn Sims. That's why
He's
Big Ben.
going home.
See how
4
Big
down
Ben looked
territory,
that way?
Right out for us.
He looked the other way. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. 4th and 10. Here's the game.
Man, loading up.
Here's the game. They're gonna
Here
punt.
we go.
They're gonna punt.
No, they can't punt. They don't get the ball back, Flash, if they punt.
Yeah, you can't stop Ryan Finley in that offense.
No, you're under 2 minutes with one timeout.
I know.
The game's over. They
I
gotta
know.
go. Again, Flash, when we talk about like this common sensibility of NFL coaches and quarterbacks on the same page, it's 3rd and 10.
Yeah, just look to get 8 minutes.
50 yards deep in the double coverage.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Triple coverage.
And think about that. And during the whole game, all you wanted to do was throw 3 yards down the field. And now all of a sudden, when you're not supposed to do it, you're like, you know what? Let's just throw it.
It's like 2nd and 10. Okay, so you're not going to go 4 down. So basically, you're looking 6 to 8 yards and making sure it's manageable 4th down because you're already committed to 4th down.
And also in the same spot, Flash, like you're 2:04 on the clock, which means no matter what happens, the clock's going to stop. Even if you said, all right, we're going to line up in shotgun, hand the football off, and run for 5 yards to make it shorter, the clock stopped anyway. That was an awful play by Big Ben. Dumb.
Yeah, it was stupid. It was that was stupid. That was fucking stupid. I don't understand
it was the right way or not.
Yeah, McVay did that. They did that in the Rams game. The Rams had that 3rd and 4 and 4th and 4, taking shots deep like a bunch of idiots.
Oh man, one more catch to Claypool, and it's just a clean sweep tonight, boys.
Yeah, 6. Yeah,
I can't believe it fucking hit. I mean, it was. Oh, God, that's so good. I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
74 yards.
Yo.
22 for 74 and a touchdown. I need a 14 for 60. Plus 5,500. I'm telling you, you never see him like that. It's always 120 yards and 2 touchdowns at that number. It was a weird number, and I think we benefited from them benching him last week. So, they're not going to play him. They're out of the playoff hunt. It worked out.
Yeah, Twitter's exploded here on that 3rd and 10 play, man. It's pretty funny. Everybody's got the same part.
It's weird. I mean, you haven't done that all game long, and now you want to do it in the worst possible spot to do it. I don't understand.
Goodness.
I just don't get it.
Okay, so what are they going to come up with here? Pass interference. They're going to look for a flag. If they get a completion.
Don't be surprised when there is a flag.
Man, I'm surprised they didn't give him it on the last one. Just to be like, hey, let's extend it.
By the way, I'm not incredible. I got lucky. I'm just messing around. I got super lucky.
You have to pick it. You have to look at it, look for it.
In fairness, I did say it seems like the most reasonable one, but again, I got lucky. I'm not some fucking.
And it was overpriced.
It was overpriced. That's it. I mean, we talk about it a lot in this industry. Like that's where the value is. Now, the value may not necessarily hit, but that's where the value is.
Who's that game next Monday, Donnie?
It is a revenge game, Flash, for your boys, Buffalo and New England.
Oh, nice.
One more. At least the Patriots are.
They need to exact revenge, Buffalo, on 20 years of thumping.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 4th down.
Let's do it.
Big bomb.
They're going to try and buy him some space.
Damn it. We should have just called it. From now on, I'm taking the biggest underdog every week.
There it is. He overthrew it. The lad was wide open. It is a joke.
I never seen anything like this, man. What a clown. Woo!
Oof.
Yowa.
Yeah, so 5. Got 5 out of 6 on the main props. Just that one catch short.
Oh,
bastard.
Look at the Bengals fans celebrating love.
But he was wide open as well. Look, just sitting there. Oh, I tell you what, he could have got a flag.
Well, it's a good win for the Bengals because you beat your division rival, you embarrass them, and you don't lose draft position. You're exactly in the same spot as you were. It's 1-1 and 3.
Contact here, before he runs his route to come back, he gets jibbed off the line of it.
Villanueva got beat off the
Why?
line.
What's going on here?
I'm just watching it right now.
Why are they not taking a knee?
You probably can't run it all the way off if you take a knee. So you want to run it and kill 6 seconds, which they're doing there. Gio with another run.
There we go.
I'm going Gio anywhere near it though. I woke up at 5:30 this morning.
It's early.
Big Ben. Damn, if you had still had some of these teams available in suicide pools, man, they're knocking you the hell out this week.
Yeah, I mean, how popular would the Rams and Steelers be in suicide pools this week, right? Mm-hmm. Top 2.
Yeah.
Top 2. Wow.
Wow. Okay, so you stop the clock now, do you?
Oh my God, Flash, by the way, before we get out of here, is Arsenal going to get relegated? That can't happen, right?
No, forget that.
Are you sure? Yeah, because 100%. They look like shit now.
They'll overturn it.
There's no way they can get relegated, right? That cannot happen.
No, it won't happen.
No. Sure, he's serious. So, hey, you guys
they could go on a run after Christmas. If something clicks there and they maybe bring someone in or like a couple of players in midfield or just something that sparks them, they could realistically maybe lose 2 games the rest of the season. They've got that capability. The one that I was having a conversation with, and I can't have it because I'm already on Liverpool at plus 175 with the Chiefs and Bayern and the Lakers in a 4-time parlay.
Yeah,
is Manchester United, because they've been dog shit and they're like only just sitting behind them. But they haven't got the defense to do that, but they have got the weapons to win games.
Big Ben's going to get another crack at it.
Is he though? Because they need 1 yard, don't they?
Yeah, they only need 1 yard. So if they don't pick it up, they call timeout and get 15 seconds.
Yeah.
So Big Ben's probably like, dude, I don't want to go back out there.
No.
Just throw out. I think Joshua Dobbs' date was inactive, so it's got to be Mason Rudolph, right?
So, yeah, here we go. So we've got 20 seconds here, 3rd and 1. Have they used the timeout or not? No, they're going to use it now. So they're going to hope for a stop in 18 seconds. Oh, it's field goal. They're in field goal range. Yeah, they stopped him all right. He lost yardage.
You know what I might jump on here now that the Steelers look so embarrassing.
Now they stopped them. Do we kick the field goal here? I guess you do, right?
Why the hell not? You're 2-10. You're 2-10-1. Just try to seal the game. Throw your kicker out. If he misses, who the fuck cares, right? Like, oh no, we might go to overtime. We're 2-10-1.
They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do.
Honest to God, I wouldn't even kick the field goal. I really wouldn't.
Or throw a Hail Mary. Who the hell cares? You're 2-10-1. just try to win the game. I kick it. I throw my kicker out there. Like, you want to be our kicker next year? Go out there and make a pressure kick. Make a pressure kick. Make one.
It's interesting. I'm surprised they're actually kicking.
No, because if he gets it blocked, they're
not kicking it.
Oh, and then you might go 2-11-1 and your whole season's over. Who gives a shit? You test your kicker. You got to test these guys.
Test them. Right? It's only a chip shot. That ain't no test.
Hey, that kicker can walk in and be like, kids, I hit a game-winning kick to seal the victory against the
odds, and then just
kick
they tried to get him to jump off.
Do we really need this? I mean, come on.
You know what's best about this? Steelers Colts is going to be a trap. We're all going to be on the Colts. Steelers are going to give them trouble.
Frank Reich going to bust that head open.
I'm going to take the sharp money and take the shittier team. You know.
So what are the Colts? The Steelers are -2. The Steelers -2 next week.
Oh, they are kicking.
Let me look. I know the rules
are favored. They were favored before the game. Sure.
The sharp money is always on the shittier team, Flash. Keep that in mind. The sharp money is always on the worst team.
Letting Cyber kick. Testing them out here, Kyle. They're going to test him.
That's it. Let's test him out. Let's get them ready for next year when it really matters. Joe Burrow's healthy. Bengals battling for a playoff spot. We know our kicker can make it. We know he can.
Okay, so we've got Minnesota, we've got the Vikings, +7 at the Saints.
That's good for you, though, Flash, because you're going to get, even if they return the kickoff, you're going to get one more play. All you need is that Claypool.
That's it. We need this Claypool catch. Let's go, boys.
Yeah. He'll go to Johnson.
When it happens, we're going to say dirty fucking jangles, boys.
Let's see, Higgins. He had 3 receptions.
Yeah, but how many is it? Is it just what are we looking for? You need 1 reception. Is that it?
That's it.
I'm over my longest completion was 18.5. He got 37. Yeah. My over 39 total. Finley under 187 tick, under 34.5 tick, over 40 points tick. It's just over 3.5 completion.
Oh my God. We need 1 catch for Chase Claypool. And if that happens for me as well, then I win my other bet. So like we're really written, you know.
Well, you got Chase Claypool already over because I got
46.5. 46.5. I had I had Jalen Samuels over 8.5 receiving yards. That hit. I had Chase Claypool over 46.5 receiving yards. That hit. I had Chase Claypool over 3.5 catches.
Okay,
we're still waiting there. And then, of course, I had Giovanni Bernard, 14 carries, 60 yards, and a touchdown at plus 5,500, which also hit. I mean, fuck. No complaining tonight. And then we had Donnie's. I mean, we had it all hit. We just need one catch by Claypool. We look like fucking geniuses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we took the sharp money on the Bengals
tonight, man. Al Bazza loved the show tonight.
You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
No.
Are they taking a knee?
Yeah.
They took a knee.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
They did.
Oh my goodness.
That is shameful.
Anyway,
Flash, even if you're like a wide receiver or running back, you're like, you know what? I can steal one more catch for like 15 yards.
Exactly.
You know who wouldn't have taken a knee?
Drew Brees. Right. Drew Brees would have thrown it 14 times in the last 12 seconds.
They would have got 3. They would have been like, I got 12 seconds. I got 3 plays out of this.
I can't believe that happened. But hey, overall, great show, huh?
Oh,
good stuff, boys. Good stuff. One more to go next week. Hope everybody's holiday is good. We'll be back with more NFL action throughout the week. For myself, Flash, and Kyle.